Good morning, good morning. How is everybody today? Can anybody hear me? I just gotta go announce that I am live. Good morning, good morning. Can anybody hear me? Do 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 do. There we go. Good morning. We are live now. I woke a few people up and they ran out. Let me just let Dexroom know that Active Trader is now live. So I just want to see what's going on out there. I've been watching all morning, and I have not traded. I almost jumped in a few times, but I did so well last night that I just decided that I didn't want to take any chances. So I'm just letting people know that I am live right now. Let's see if I can get it all together here. Let's see. Okay, open. Come on. Yeah, they're spamming his board so much I can't get it in there. Okay, can't get it in there. All right, write it again. Active Trader is live now. Doesn't seem to be doing much good. Everybody's listening to that. Okay, I was hoping he'd get off already, but that's what I was waiting for. Let me just go in Cush's room for a second. A lot of people still hanging in his room waiting for some option guy like me to come around and tell you guys what I'm thinking. Kofi, 1 second. I don't know if any of you can hear me right now. I hope you can. I was having some problems this morning, so I'm trying to get all the quirks out of it. All right, that takes care of that room. Let's see who else is live. He's here. All right. Okay, there you go. And where else? Where else? Where else? Where am I? Uh-oh, I lost you guys? What's going on? What's going on here? Not having problems already. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. I'm in two rooms, so sometimes it throws me off. I was hoping that this thing wouldn't get over 75. I really wanted to short this SPY at this point. Let's see if we can just do this. I put the lines in today, and let's activate this. I'm going to move this down a little bit, move it up, so you can see with the crunch where the actual what do you call it? The spike is coming in right here. Looks like it might spike up. So if we do, and I'll wait, then we'll get to the upper view up plot, and then I would go in then. I'm going to wait till then. So let's see what else is going here. Now, trade, stock done. One. Anybody in his room? Let's see. Yeah, a couple people. Active Trader is now live. Okay. Option sign up. So you guys, I put the new contracts on the board. All right. So I started late purposely today. It's still going. So if you're in a call right now, you're good on the SPY or SPX. I think you're good to about, I would take it till 90 cents, 409, 91, 2 or 3. I would not wait for the rest because it could drop down quick and hard. So I'm not saying this was going to happen, but that's what I would do, you know. One more room. Let me go to AK's room. Did I do AK's room yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Active Trader is now live. Okay. Anybody have any questions on anything? What to do, what not to do? Options, day trading, any questions? Doesn't matter. Let's get the ball rolling here. Okay, come on. I'm in. I got it all out there. All right, one more for Dexroom. Okay. And move this over so I'm at first. And let me get this in here. There we go. I actually woke up this morning. I had 661 subscribers, and now I lost one. I love that. Copy. All right, let me put this in here. Put the news, say hello to the people in YouTube, okay, who are probably waiting and watching for me. And right now, let's sign in there. Okay, we're going to get started. We all, oh, there it goes, just like I said. You know what? And it would have hit 86, 88. Here it goes. It's just like I said it would do. It's going to hit that 90. Let's see if we get that 410 today. That's where they want to push this to. They want to push this. And good morning to those over in YouTube. I know there's a couple of you over there. And we can see right now they are trying to push that up. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I told you, there was the, what do you call that here? Oh my God, I forgot the term. Okay, where it comes together and it spikes up. All right, come on, somebody give me the word. I'm getting old. Look at this, we're going straight up now. So truthfully, I could probably take away this other line. I'll show you what I did this morning. So what I can do is I'll take away this line here. Let's take this away. I had made steps this morning. Let's remove the drawing. And let's take this one, extend it to the right. There you go. And then we're going to move that one up. So we're going to activate this one. If I can find it, it's right there. Put it right there. Okay. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I posted my crypto winnings from last night. Unbelievable! I made $8,500. One person in here has been losing a lot of money, and I'm gonna help them recoup about $15,000 very quickly. But you need a little money to invest. Not in crypto options. I'm not leading any money into that right now, but I'm gonna help a couple people on the mining side and show you what to do if you need to make it quick. If you have some money and you're willing to invest it for probably 2 weeks, I can probably get you up to about 15,000 real money. And that's how I started with the crypto, with the 15. Then I went to the next. It was a minimum of $100, but you could put up to 10,000. I maxed it. You could go. The next one was 10,000. I should have done 50, but I only did 13. The next one was 50, and I did about 60, and I made about 14,000 in my first 2 weeks. And I'm showing others how to do the same thing. Look at this thing. Here we go. We're going for that upper VWAP plot. All right. So you can see right now, this thing is starting to move. I want to put this right there. I think we're going to have a lot of resistance at the 410. Let's just edit this down. We're already at the 410. Okay. So is the 410. So we're going to have a lot of resistance at that upper VWAP plot, which is about 410, 06, 7, 8. I think we're going to have a lot of resistance here. We could see this pull back down. But let's take a look at the news. Is there any? And here you see Manchester United braces for third round of bids. Eyes offer above $6 billion. Good news. I don't know what it's about. U.S. begins study of possible rules to regulate artificial intelligence like ChatGPT. I don't see anything real tough. Climate advisor, Al-Zaidi on Bloomberg. That's all a bunch of shit, and we know it. They're having a big problem. I don't know if any of you read the news yesterday. And one of the things I read is what's happening is people who are filling up their cars in the electric stations, okay, during storms are actually getting charged themselves. And they showed the amount, and it's accumulative in the brain. I didn't get to the part because it was you have to pay for the thing, but it's doing something to your brain where it actually fries it. So they're telling people, the FBI is telling people to be wary of filling up your cars with electric stations. So they're supposed to speak soon. She's a joke and a half. You know what? The only thing I can say good about her is she screwed up so bad the first year talking about inflation that she's the only one that came back and said she was wrong. I got to respect her for that because nobody in the left ever says they were wrong about anything. And the truth is, they're right. They're wrong about everything from day one. Stupidity in its rarest form is the left and this administration today. Don't get me started. Okay, so what do we got here? What do we got? Looking at these positions in here. What did I do with this stock? These are trading. Looking for what I call this my positions. It's not what I'm looking for. It was Squeeze Pro. Not that either. Free. I can't think of the word, and I got to write it down the minute I remember it. The word is when you have two angles. Maybe someone can give it to me right now because I cannot think. You know, when you have this, you're coming into two areas here, and you get that spike up or the spike down. What's that called? There's a word for that. And I have a whole website. I may have gotten rid of them. I had a whole thing on it for positions that I saved when I was usually trying to predict those things. And I cannot find the box. I don't forget what it's called. I need some help from you guys. What the heck is this? I got double open here. Got this one. Take this out. This one down. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if I've got it in here. Trade crypto positions. I don't think I named it. No, this was just positions. I got rid of it. I had it and I got rid of it. It was different positions where it shows exactly when it's about to spike up or down, but there's a term for it. I can't think of it. You guys are not helping. Maybe you don't hear me. You don't hear me? Should I make it louder? You want me to make it louder? Louder. There we go. Full volume. What happens if I do this? Hello? 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 I don't know which way is better. One I think is directional. The other is picks up everything in the room. Okay, so we've got our contracts. Let me just check one more time. Be sure. Maybe that word will come to me. Right now on all products. The contracts just out would be 415 and 4110 for SPX. So it's 4110 and 4115. What did I put there? I put 41. Actually, it's changed, so I'll change it real quick. Okay, contracts to watch. 4110, 4115. Okay. Where is it? 4115. So this is 4110, and this is 4115. There you go. They should be right. They go in there? Good. Okay, so if you want to watch Janet Yellen, you can bring me the actual website, and if you want to hear it, I'll put it on in the small section and let you hear it in the background. That's up to you. So whoever just said Yellen's about to speak or she's speaking soon, she may have spoken already, for all I know. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it. Janet Yellen speaking. I don't know that anything she has to say is going to change anything. 3 weeks ago. What time is she speaking? Oh, too late. 10 a.m. The stream is slated to start at 10 a.m. ET. That's Eastern Standard Time. She already spoke. What did she say about the recession? You don't have a recession when you have 500,000 jobs in the lowest in 50 years. She said the remarks from Yellen came a day before the President Biden makes his union address when he commits to the national. Now they're full of it. There may be a lot of jobs, but the fact is that people are making so little compared to what they have to pay for the price of goods that they can't afford to live today. So when it comes down at 11:30, can you get me the? Is that YouTube? Is that it? All right, give me that for a second. Okay, so 11:30. All right, let me take that off of there for a second. Let me open up my other one in here. I need it in here. Okay, let me open this. Then I'm going to have to do something different. Oh, this is that's the right one. Okay. I want to make it smaller. Come on, smaller. Can I make it smaller? Yeah. Let's go. Let's see how small I can make it. Yeah. Boom. And what else? Notify me. I don't want to be notified, do I? Can I make it smaller than that? I don't need big. I just want to hear it. All right, that's as small as I can make that one. And that's as small as I can make it. 1 minute. Okay. We should be able to hear it. I'll see in a second, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to hear it. You think you'd be able to get it up on the thing? It's 11:29, isn't it? Not coming on. I don't want to subscribe to anything. Before it said notify me. No, it won't notify me. I don't see anything. Huh. It says it's going to start 11:30. Okay, let's see. It is 11:30. We got less than a minute. 30 seconds. Where is it? Come on. We should be seeing something. Something someone said. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. Get rid of this one. I got a second one just in case. I don't see anything happening. Nothing. And I have to turn the speaker on. I can't talk during that time because I will get feedback. All right, still nothing. I'm wondering if we will get a lot of volume. Well, I can get you volume. Nothing. I can get you volume. It's 11:30. It didn't come on. Come on. Who gave me this damn site? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's coming on. I got it. Let's see. I don't want it twice. Give me a second. I got to reboot. 1 second. Let's see if this will work. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me a second. I got to reboot. 1 second.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here, and thank you to the World Bank and IMF for hosting the spring meetings. I know that it will be a productive week. Let me begin by outlining a few of our key priorities for this week, and then I'll turn to your questions. First, I'm looking forward to working with my counterparts on the global macroeconomy. During the G20 in February, I said that the global economy was in a better place than many predicted last fall. That basic picture has remained largely unchanged. Prices of commodities like food and energy have stabilized, supply chain pressures continue to ease, and global growth projections remain higher than they were in the fall. This progress is due in part to the steps we've taken. Those include macroeconomic policies within our own borders and joint actions like the Black Sea Green Initiative that have helped lower food costs. The price cap is also helping stabilize global energy markets while reducing Russia's primary source of revenue. In the United States, our labor market remains strong. Our unemployment rate is near historic lows. Inflation remains too high, although we've seen welcome signs over the past half year that inflation is moderated. As we tackle our immediate challenges, the United States is also making historic long-term investments in the productive capacity and resilience of our economy. For example, the Inflation Reduction Act is spurring a wave of clean energy investments, which will have significant positive spillovers across the globe. Still, we remain vigilant to the downside risks. For over a year now, the world has contended with the negative consequences of Russia's illegal war against Ukraine. Many countries are still recovering from the pandemic shock, and in some countries, including the United States, there have been recent pressures on our banking systems. I've been in close communication with my counterparts over the past few weeks on these developments, and I look forward to continuing that dialogue this week. Here at home, the U.S. banking system remains sound, with strong capital and liquidity positions. The global global financial system also remains resilient due to the significant reforms that nations took after the financial crisis. We're committed to continuing this work through bodies like the Financial Stability Board
We're committed to
and the
lying
Basel
to you.
Committee on Banking Supervision. Financial regulators across the world are finalizing the implementation of Basel III and addressing vulnerabilities in non-bank financial intermediation. We're also focused on monitoring and adapting our regulatory frameworks to risks posed by digital assets and the changing climate. Second, debt overhang remains a significant economic headwind for many too many countries. I saw this firsthand in Zambia, whose economy has suffered under the weight of default. More than half of all low-income countries are near or in debt distress. We know that the impacts of debt crises do not respect boundaries. They can have cascading effects on the global economy. In the past few weeks, we have shown that concerted engagement can result in breakthroughs. We're encouraged that China has agreed to provide specific and credible financing assurances in the Sri Lanka case. This has enabled the IMF to move forward with a financial support and economic reform program. It's vitally important that all creditors, including China, now deliver on their commitments. We will also continue to urge action in other critical cases, and this includes the completion of debt treatment for Zambia and the rapid establishment of a creditor committee for Ghana. We also know that there's considerable room for improvement in the international debt restructuring process. This week, ministers across creditor and debtor countries, as well as representatives of private creditors, will convene for the Global Sovereign Debt Roundtable. I look forward to a robust discussion on improvements to the common framework process for low-income countries and the debt treatment process more broadly. Third, I look forward to additional coordination with our allies to support Ukraine as it continues to defend itself against Russia. Around this time last year, the world learned of the atrocities committed by Putin's military in Bucha. 1 year later, Russia continues its illegal and unprovoked war against Ukraine. During my trip to Kyiv in February, I saw firsthand the resilience and bravery of the Ukrainian people. And I heard from Ukrainians directly about the critical impact of our continued economic security and humanitarian assistance. The United States is proud to be part of a broad coalition that is supporting Ukraine in its darkest hour. I'm particularly encouraged by the Executive Board's approval of the IMF's reform program for Ukraine. This program will contribute to international efforts to meet Ukraine's economic needs, and it will underpin President Zelensky's good governance and anti-corruption reform efforts. The program will also lay the foundation for Ukraine's longer-term reconstruction. As President Biden has said, the United States will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes. I'm encouraged that the IMF, multilateral development banks, and our partners are also standing with Ukraine in its time of need. Lastly, it's important to note that we are at an important point of transition for the World Bank. 6 months ago, I issued an urgent call for an evolution of the multilateral development bank system. In the 21st century, sustained progress on poverty alleviation and shared prosperity requires building resilience against the global challenges that face us all. These include climate change, pandemics, and fragility and conflict. I'm encouraged by the progress that we've made with a growing coalition of shareholders since my call to action last refreshing the World Bank's mission. We're taking initial steps to improve the bank's operational model, and we're responsibly stretching its balance sheet to deliver up to an additional $50 billion of lending over the next decade. This week, I look forward to discussing these important reforms and many more to come over the course of this year. I'm delighted that Ajay Banga, the U.S. candidate for World Bank president, is committed to continuing this work if he's selected. He's recently returned from a 3-week global listening tour that took him to Africa, Europe, Latin America, and Asia. I believe Ajay has the right leadership and management skills, along with the requisite experience building public-private partnerships to lead the World Bank at a critical moment in its history. It's more important than ever for the bank to deliver on its core development goals and evolution agenda. We look forward to the World Bank Board's selection. So, as you can see, we have a busy week ahead of us, and with that, I'm happy to take your questions.
Thank you. Thanks, Secretary Yellen, for taking my question. On the economy, there are increasing reports and surveys around the U.S. that lending is getting tighter following the recent banking stress. Are you seeing evidence of that in the data, and do you agree with the IMF's assessment that a credit crunch increases the likelihood of a hard landing, whether in the U.S. or globally?
So I've not really seen evidence at this stage suggesting a contraction in credit, although that is a possibility. I believe our banking system remains strong and resilient. It has solid capital and liquidity, and the U.S. economy is obviously performing exceptionally well with continued solid job creation, inflation gradually moving down, robust consumer spending.
Robust, she likes that word.
So I'm not anticipating a downturn in the economy, although, of course, that remains a risk.
Hi, Secretary Yellen. I have 2 questions. First is on the IMF has released a series of reports in recent weeks warning about the economic consequences of fragmentation, and they've cited some of your calls for friendshoring. So I'm curious if you have a response to that and the IMF's outlook that friendshoring and fragmentation could reduce global growth. My second question is on there's a Wall Street Journal reporter, Evan Gershkovich, who's been detained in Russia, and I'm wondering if that's something that you plan to bring up with your counterparts this weekend, if Treasury is considering any sanctions or steps to address his detainment and the detainment of other American
Sanctions on Russia will do
So
nothing.
let me start with friendshoring. The way I see it, friendshoring is an approach to dealing with supply chain risks that are very real, but maintain tremendous scope for global trade to continue. We're mainly concerned about over-dependence on some critical areas for China and are seeking to reduce that dependence. But friendshoring includes a very wide range of partners, and so the benefits of open trade, which include more efficient allocation of global resources, is maintained with friendshoring. So I think the argument that friendshoring is going to cause huge fragmentation and loss of the benefits of trade is really not valid. But I definitely do think we've seen this in connection with the pandemic. We've seen the damage that can be caused by over-dependence on countries. This is a connection with Russia and its war against Ukraine. We've seen the vulnerabilities that over-dependence on partners who may act in a geopolitical Mr. Gershkovich. I'm deeply concerned over Russia's detention of him. This is something the President, the Secretary of State have condemned, and I certainly want to join with them in condemning in the strongest possible terms his wrongful
We can do that
detention.
later.
Um,
Just tell me
or
when you're ready,
generally
whenever it is.
targeting American
Or
citizens,
not.
Russia's continued attempts to intimidate, repress, and punish independent journalists and civil society voices is a matter of great concern. My own thoughts are with Mr. Gershkovitz's family, friends, and his colleagues at the Wall Street Journal and other news outlets that are bravely working to report the truth about Russia's barbaric war. And we are thinking, and the country is thinking of him and hoping for his release very soon.
Hi, Victoria Dendrino from Bloomberg. I had a question about debt. You said you were going to talk about the issue of debt overhang this week. I was just wondering, first of all, how optimistic you are that there is going to be meaningful progress in these discussions this week, and more broadly, disagreements with China have been a big issue in making headway in targeting for these countries. Are you having any discussions with Chinese officials this week, and how important is it for you to intensify your dialogue with officials in China, more broadly on economic issues as well?
Well, we will have our first full-blown principals level
Full blown.
meeting of the sovereign debt roundtable.
I could just see them all sitting
China
around there.
will be, I'm sure, an active participant in that. I've been encouraged by China's willingness to provide specific assurances with respect to Sri
Safety.
Lanka. I regard that as a positive sign, and I'm hopeful that we will actually get a bit of progress coming out of this first meeting of the Sovereign Debt Roundtable on a set of technical issues that I think pertain to some important elements of debt restructuring where I think we can agree. Of course, we will continue to press China to participate in improving the common framework, making it work better. But I feel encouraged that we have made a bit of progress, and I hope to make more.
Hi, I wanted to follow up on Alan's question. In the WEO this morning, the IMF said the outlook for the global economy is anemic and that there is turbulence below the surface. But it sounds like you're more optimistic. I mean, could you get into more detail about what you're seeing that the IMF may not be seeing and highlighting in terms of the outlook?
So I do think the outlook is reasonable. It's certainly stronger, brighter than the last time we had the annual meetings in October. Global growth projections are higher than they were at that time. We're seeing diminished inflationary projections and diminished inflation in some parts of the world. Commodity prices have eased, supply chain snarls are being resolved. The global financial system has generally proven quite resilient. As I mentioned, the United States is doing extremely well economically with inflation coming down and a strong labor market, and Europe is doing better than was feared at the time of our last meeting. So I wouldn't overdo the negativism about the global economy. I think countries have proven resilient. A number of emerging market and lower income countries continue to show resilient growth. Some of them are
9 seconds.
benefiting from improved improvement in their terms of trade, and they have built up buffers and taken strong macroeconomic policy actions. So I think we should be more positive. Of course, there are risks. Many of them relate to Russia's war against Ukraine and the global outlook. I think the single best thing that we could do to improve the global outlook would be to end that barbaric war. But I think the outlook is reasonably bright.
Hi, thank you, Secretary. Just on the MPB reform, which is going to be discussed, these meetings, there's obviously a lot of expectations that the proposal by the World Bank to increase lending by $50 billion over the next 10 years, will be accepted, but there will be discussions on the next steps of that reform. I wonder if you can give us a sense of what specific actions you expect to be taken, and what's the timing for that? Will we see some movements beyond that initial $50 billion by the time of the annual meetings in October?
So I see this as an initial set of reforms, but there is definitely more to be done. And what I'm hoping for is a phase-in of additional actions over the remainder of this year.
And a new administration to come in the future.
We hope to approve one of the most important recommendations from the capital adequacy framework set of recommendations, but there are many additional recommendations that I would hope to see put in place. We need to continue to work with the World Bank and other multilateral development banks to rationalize their use of concessional funding pools.
What that means is we got to bail the shit out of them. Keep bailing them out.
Evolve their use of diagnostic tools and their ability to respond not only
I mean, stay afloat.
to projects that come from
Good, JW.
government and national government, but also subnational projects, for example, at the level of cities or urban areas, or regional or supranational projects. That would be an important evolution. And of course, mobilization of private capital remains an important objective that's yet to be taken up. And so I hope to see progress on all of these elements over the rest of the year.
Thank you very much, Secretary Yellen. Now that the IMF program for Ukraine has been agreed, is that going to be sufficient to meet some of the short-term economic needs for Ukraine? What would you like to see in addition to that from America's allies and Ukraine's allies from an economic point of view? And on a separate note, could you give us an update on your possible plans to visit China? And what would it take for you to visit China? You mentioned you were encouraged by some of their commitments in terms of Sri Lanka.
Some good Szechuan food.
So in terms of my plans to visit China, I still hope to go. President Biden has emphasized the importance of opening up and maintaining channels of communication, and I hope to go with the appropriate time. And just remind me, your first part was about Ukraine. So look, we have indicated that we intend to stand behind Ukraine for as long as it takes. We're very pleased by the adoption of the IMF package. That's an important signal of broad international commitment to support Ukraine. The financing's important, and you've made commitments us through next September. The European Union and others, their support essentially will take Ukraine through the remainder of this year. But if the war continues, we'll have to continue to work with our partners to provide the support that Ukraine needs, and we're committed to doing that. I believe there's strong bipartisan support for doing it, and the same is true of our partners. So we will also have to focus on longer-term reconstruction.
She's actually one of the smartest
needs
people in that
Ukraine.
administration, believe it or not.
We've set up a multi-donor platform that will serve to coordinate financing of all of the different parties that
We already saw
will be
that.
contributing to long-term reconstruction of Ukraine. We're getting that platform up and running, and it provides a way to develop a longer-term plan. In addition, we've allocated money for some immediate short-term reconstruction that Ukraine will prioritize, probably, for example, to its electric grid, that will make sure its economy is able to function and get back to normal soon. So we'll be discussing financing needs for Ukraine and emphasizing our continued commitment to meeting Ukraine's needs.
Bye. She left. Bye, Janet. Bye, Janet. Okay, so what do you think? I put it out there. She's a dove on monetary policy, is what has come up. She's more concerned with unemployment than inflation. And the truth is, inflation, they don't want to talk about it because it's really bad. And right now, there's a lot of people at the end of the week when they get a paycheck, they say to themselves, what do we pay for? The insurance, or do we pay for the food on the table? And you know what? When it comes down to it, the food is always more important. And that's how you know when there's high inflation. Not necessarily because of the numbers for unemployment. There's a lot of jobs out there that are low-paying jobs that at the end of the week, the cost of living has gone up so high that people can't meet the standards. And they're poor. And that's why they're stealing. And that's why we have such, what's going on. And, we've got to make some changes in this country because a lot of countries are looking at us right now and going, what's wrong with America? We always looked up to them. They were the first in democracy. Just because we back Ukraine for democracy, that's bullshit. That was bought and paid for by Joe Biden, and the money's in his and his son's pockets. And Russia, the same thing. Okay, this is a war that if Trump was here, never would have happened. And I believe China would still be in check. But to keep myself in check, I got a Chinese girlfriend. So we all got to do what we got to do, right? Let's see. She's a hottie. Let's see. All right, what are we going to do here? I think there's a lot of, at 4010, right about here, there is a lot of resistance. And I think we're going to see this kind of pull back down. I think this is a temporary pull up. You can see at that upper VWAP, we just can't get over that. So I think we're going to see that come down. So anyway, this person who's been helping me, with my my crypto, doing very well with that. I'm up to over $60,000 so far in crypto, and it's all thanks to a young lady, 42-year-old Asian girl who's been helping me. And you know what? I'm so thankful to her, what she's been doing for me. Because the truth is, she put me on a different path than I was on. The other, like what we do here, it's like a roller coaster sometimes. We win a lot, we lose a lot, we win a lot, we lose a lot. It's up and down. This stuff here, she wins every time. She wins every time. Just lost an email. What did I just do? Hold on 1 second. Mail, come on, give me all mail. YouTube, Fidelity Life Insurance. Okay. lost some stuff. I don't know what to do with it. I can't play with it right now. All right, get out of here. What I did is I pulled it up. It's OPG. This girl that's been helping me. Let's see, trader. Okay, what do you got there? Politics, video 2. What? This another video? I'm not watching it anymore with her. Inflation Reduction Act is it's a core about turning the climate crisis. Yeah, well, it's not an economic opportunity. They're so full of shit, and you know it. Okay, for anybody who's looking at this, real politics, real clear politics. I mean, that is the truth. That's what they're doing, and it's bullshit. This new Green Deal, the whole thing, it's garbage, just garbage. So anyway, for anyone who might be interested, the girl who's been helping me, I'm going to show you a real good flash, real quick, what my life has been like since December 22nd. What the hell happened to it? Let's see. It's 0. I got it. Okay. Come on. This is the girl. She stuck her tongue at me the other night. Imagine that. That's her. Anybody wants to take a quick look? That's my new girlfriend. 42 years old. Anyway, if you didn't get to see it, well, you lost out. Nobody's copying my picture. That's my new friend. And she's been calling me. Thanks to her, I've made over $60,000 by her showing me a new way. Okay? Give me 1 second. I'm ready whenever you are. You just say the word and I'll take some time off. Okay, I might do some trading right now. If I do, then... Hi, Blue Merle. Did you send me something the other day with a phone number that I didn't recognize, or a Google number? Boy, somebody got real cute. They sent me something thinking my wife doesn't know about this girl. So they sent me something to my home phone number with 2 Chinese girls on it saying, "Hi, Linda," which is my wife's name. "Do you remember us?" So I showed my wife. I said, "Look at this shit. Look what these people are doing. They think they're going to get me in trouble with this girl." My wife knows all about her. You know what? It is what it is. So just for anybody out there who thinks they know my number and they're trying to pull a funny one, if that was you, do what you like. Because you know what? My wife already knows that if she gets a thing, she's going to show it to me. And may not be able to track it because it's a Google number, but you're not hurting me. You're hurting my wife. So don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay? And she already knows. One thing I always learned is secrets always catch up with you. So I learned to be honest. She knows. I didn't think it was you, Blue Merle. You're not that way. Besides, this is somebody who's sophisticated. I'm not saying you're not sophisticated, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm the sophisticated type. That's something I would think of, but I wouldn't do it. And I know somebody who I think would do it, and I've already approached them, and they totally denied it, but I don't believe it. Because it was right after talking to them within an hour, and I got this nasty stuff, you know. Like, watch out. Got you. I think it's jealousy because I'm making a lot of money. But the good thing is, me learning to make a lot of money, I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to take a few of you, one-on-one, and teach you how to make a lot of money. And those of you that have some money that are willing to take the risk that I've taken, like right now, that $300,000 that I'm going to the next level to make in 10 days was $81,000. Now it's $96,000. It changes. As Bitcoin goes up, the opportunities go up. And right now, some great opportunities. Okay, listen, AK, great. Send some of your people over here so we can teach them how to trade. Thanks for stopping by. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Just kidding. SPY with a triple U shape working. Yes, it is. Where's it going? Anywhere's past this upper VWAP, or do you think it's going to pull back down? All right, because we're in pretty high space right now. And if you look straight across, there's a big channel here. This is a big channel, all right? We can tighten this up, and you can see here, we can bring this back up now. All right, we can tighten this probably to the VWAP, which is about, I'm going to say 409. I could say 75. It might put it just above the VWAP. It does. Okay, and then here you got 410. And what do I got? 410. Because there's a lot of resistance. I think what's happening is if you look, we've hit the upper VWAP. We tried. We almost hit it. We tried again. I think eventually we're going to come down. Who knows what this is called? When you get the squeeze, it's a squeeze. Is that what it is? A squeeze. That's it. It's the squeeze. Squeeze up or squeeze down. I couldn't remember the word before. But you can see what's happening. We're starting to change direction a little bit. So we could do this. We can, give me a second. Let's take this and draw that. And we can go that from here. And then we can bring it to this way. And just use the 13. That's the 13 exponential, this here. All right? And then what I do is I'll take the step and I'll remove the left. So you can see, if I went to here, let's see what this one's at. Activate, right. I can bring this down to about right there. And then you can see the step up. And I can remove the right drawing. Let's see. Cancel right drawing. Trend line 49. Perfect. All right, so you can see we started from the low of the day. We worked our way up. And now you can see what's happening. We are starting to squeeze up. And there's our squeeze right there. Okay. I'm going to put this back now. All right. To here. And you see earlier today I had two lines because we were down here. But I got rid of the second line and just moved this one up a little. And that's how I do it. Spy Proby, where have you been? I was talking about you. Did you lose phone privileges or something? Are you doing okay? And all of you just don't really believe what's going on. I'm going to show you something real quick. Did I put it in this computer? Let me see. I don't know. I don't think so. I put it in the other computer. Hold on. Here's my P&Ls from last night. What the hell did I do with it? Oh, shoot. You know what? I don't know what I did with it. Crypto. Wait. 67. Oh, this is from last night. Here we go. You can see it's called Crypto JPG. All right. Here is Crypto JPG. Last night, did 4 trades. Lost 2,500 times 2 equals minus 5,000. But then I won next 2 times, what was it? It was times 6750 times, where is it? Then times 6750 for a total of 13,500 minus the 5,000 that I lost. So last night I made $8,500 profit. And you can see the last 4 trades before that, 4 trades, the last four trades, that was the Sunday before, last 4 trades before that, I made $7,200. So this week I have made 85 at 15,000 for a total of $15,700. And there it is. There's the P&Ls that shows. And then there's some on the bottom in red, but you'd have to see what's before then. So it doesn't mean I lost that 18 because I won some, I lost some. Like you can see, I won this week since last Sunday, since 4/2 and then 4/10. I didn't trade again until 4/10. I'm only trading once a week. I won 6.5% of my account last night, which was 132,000. Now I'm up to 140. So, and I'm up over $60,000, over 63,000. I've taken out about 13 grand so far. So right now I have of my own money about 37,000, maybe a little bit less in the account. And there was a loan that I got from that girl that I met. She loaned me $49,900 so I could get to the next place. And then the next area that I'm going to get to, I was going to show you guys. Let's see if I can find it. I'll show you what the, if I put it in this account, let me just say, let's see if I put it in here. I don't know if it's in here, but it's in my, no. Okay. I'm going to show you what they call the, what's it called? The mining. So if you want to do mining to make some money, there's a great opportunity right now on the mining. And here we go. This is it. So I'm going to send this real quick. Send this to my email. Then I'll take it from my email and shoot it to the room so I can show you guys. Because right now we're consolidating and it's not going. If we could do anything right now, I'd be looking at doing a put. I think we're about to pull back. I don't think I'm wrong either. I don't see any reason for us to going up. But you know, I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. No, I hope not. Let me just check something real quick in my email. Let me get my email open. Let me get that thing. Look, it's trying. It's trying to push. This is trying to push higher. We might get up there. You know what? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'd be wrong before. It won't be the last time. Baby, the last time. Uh-oh. Cancel that. I gotta change something here. Come on. I gotta rename this one. Everything that comes in my JPEGs is always a 0. So I can't do 2 zeros at one time. Okay, here we go. What's Jasper? Tomorrow. I don't want that. Okay, let's close this up. Sign this out. Put us back in the room. Then I can go here. And I'm going to show you what the mining looks like. Okay, this is really interesting stuff. And I'm helping somebody else in this room who actually is, there it is. That would be 0, 0, 0. This is the mining, how much money you can make. And how I went through all of them so far. Not all of them. I don't have $1 million. But if you open this up, you'll see the first 3. Oh, wait a second. Did I put the wrong one in there? Shoot, wait a second. Oh, there it is. I got the right one. It's called limit staking. The first one says $100 minimum, but the max is 10,000. And I put 10,000, and in 2 days, I got back 12,000. The next one says 10,000 minimum. You can put up to 50,000. I didn't. I wish I had, but I only put in, I think, 14,000, and I made 108.9%. Now, I'm trying to get to the 300,000. If you go down the middle, it says starting number 300. It used to be 300,000 would bring 81,000 in 10 days. Now it's 96,000. So I'm going to put 300,000 up to get $90,000 in 10 days. I've done everything up to that point. You could only do them one time. Okay, so here we go, folks. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, it ran to 350. I was wrong, which is not usual, but I'm wrong. Oh, and that whole line is gone. Let's get rid of it. I'll remove it. So right now we have a new higher day. Okay, that should be a new higher day, and the higher of the day now is, it was 410.28. Now we've got 410.54. That's your higher day right now. Okay, so if we go from this morning, you could see we are in a. Okay, oh shoot, I lost it before the line. I lost it. We were over here. That was the high at 28. There it is, bingo. And now we're right here at 54. Okay, so bingo, right, let's see, 54. Boom, right there. So there's your higher day right there. All right, and this one here, I'm going to remove the left, cancel left extension so you can see where I took it from. So right now you can see we are starting to move up. I don't know if we're going to go much higher than this, but I didn't think we'd get this high. I think Deck said we might earlier. He was right. He should have stayed in his call. You know, he got out. He lost money on that first one. He didn't have to, but he did the right thing, because hope is not a strategy. We must always have a plan. All right, and I'm going to activate the support. Our support now has moved up at least to. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to put it right under the VWAP at about 409.65. Okay, support at this moment. That only gives us 35 and about 40. It's about 75 cents. Okay, and you know what? I'm missing here. That's it. It's my resistance. So my resistance now has moved up too. And my resistance is going to be moved up now to 410. And we're going to say that all the resistance is at 410.45. Okay, bingo. So your red line is the resistance. This is your highest day of the day. Actually, your support is even a little higher. I'm going to go a little higher, and I'm going to say 90 cents. So 409.90 could be 85. Let me see. No, I'm good with that. I'm good. So let's move this. Let's move this over a little bit so we can just look at in the middle. And right now you can see, so we moved up, we moved another step up, and we keep on going. And we're staying within this trend, and we're still squeezing upward. So the question is, I don't like that. If you're looking for a call, I don't like that higher doji. That higher shadow means that we're going to have a reversal. So we may try one more time, but if you look right there, you had 209,000. That's on 2 minutes. So you only had about 109,000. Here, you had 82,000. 127. So it's not like we have a lot, of volume, but we're slightly above volume on average. Now, average volume right now, it's going back up again. Average volume is back up to 91 million a day. We're only at 19 million for the day. Now, right now, from 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, it's almost 12:30. Okay, that would be 3 hours. You have, if your average is, let's do this, 100 divided by 6.5 is, okay, let's do it. There's another way to do this. 100 divided by, how do you do it? 0.65, 6.5, 1.53, 1.5384 times, let's say 3 hours should be, it doesn't work. I forgot how to do it. There's a way to get the percentage of how much you should be doing per hour. But even at 6 hours, if you divide 91 million, if you take 91 million, all right, 91 million, what do we got? 180 divided by 6.5 gives us about 14,000, okay, per hour. That's per hour. We're only at 19 for 3 hours. So you can see the volume today is very low. That was my point, that the volume is very low today. And that's why I'm not watching. There's the pullback. Exactly why I'm trying to tell you is there's too much resistance and there's going to be a pullback, which I missed because I'm too busy trying to figure it out for you. Why? So if it goes back there one more time again, I think it'd still be a good put. I think there's a lot of resistance right there, which we haven't been able to hit. And if you look, when you travel along this upper VWAP, right now, we can't really, we're just above it. We're going to come back below it. I think we're going to come back down again by the end of the day. It's got a lot of ways to drop. You have kind of right here, head and shoulders. Let's see how it looks on the 5 minute. I mean, everything's going to show up. If I go to a 1 hour right now, you know it's going to show me upward bounds because we have been going up. But there'll come a point where there'll be a lot of resistance. There's your 10 minute, okay? Here's your 15 minute. Everything's going to be up. There's your reversal right there on the 15 minute. And if we go to a 5 minute, which is good to trade, you can see right now, there's your reversal. You would have taken this when you hit that high doji. Always, remember, I always tell you when you get a very, very high doji, high shadow, do an opposite. So you would have done a put. When you get that down here, look at the difference. You always do the call. You see what happened? Do the call. See what happens? Same thing here. It came back up. So anytime you have a lower shadow, jump. You should be ready, set, go. Ready, aim. When you're ready, fire. You should be ready, okay? And that's what I'm trying to teach you all as far as the SPY and the manipulation, why you need to be ready. Now, I've not been trading much lately with this, but I'm always right on. Last Thursday, some of you that were here, I gave 5 alerts. 5 of them were right on the mark within 1 or 2 cents. And I'm doing a lot of what I'm doing on the other side, and I'm making a lot of money. So I made a promise right now that I would just slow down on the option trading and just continue teaching my system that I know works and will work for you. Most of you that I've taught this system make more money than I do because I'm more on a conservative type trader. For me to even put myself out and do this mining, it was scary at first, but then I realized this company's been around since 2017. My money is safe. The girl that I'm trading with has $5 million there. She's Chinese. There's a lot of Asians there. They know they're not going to hurt each other, okay? They'll hurt us, but they're not going to hurt each other. So I feel good about the company, and anybody who's interested and wants help, but you better have some money because the truth of the matter is, if you're not willing to put some money in, you're not going to do it right. You only get one shot to do it right, okay? And I'll help you with it. Here's the link for that, for the crypto, okay? You'll have to use something else like crypto.com or coin, whatever the other ones are, where you can get your money from one place to the other. This place here, you can't bring your money straight to it. It doesn't take American banks. And they don't take your social security number either, if you get my drift. But for those of you that have extra cash and want to build it, or those of you who've been losing money and you still got some cash left, the first 10,000 will make you $2,000 in 2 days, guaranteed money. You might lose about $100 in the transfer of money, but then from there you're going to go to the next one and you do the other one for, what was it? It's 10,000. You can put up to 50, but I put 13,000. Like I said, if I did it again, I would put the full 50. And you get bonuses for putting your own money in there. So when you put money in there, I will show you later where your bonuses are. You can just take that cash and put it right into your mining, and you can build up yourself. So on the first three, the 100, the 10, and the 50,000, if you have that kind of money, you can make yourself in 5, 8, 10 days. 10 days. You could jump in from one to the other. You can make yourself over $15,000, $20,000. Guaranteed. Okay, what do we got? CPI shows a slight slowdown in price increases according to FactSet. CPI forecast is to rise 0.3% for the month after rising 0.4% in February. So it's a slight slowdown. The core CPI, of course, to rise 4 points per month versus, you know what, but it doesn't matter. They're going to still keep raising interest rates, which means inflation is out of hand, and we are losing every day that we have this administration in here. All they have to do is open up the gas pumps and start producing oil again. And the truth is, we can become self-sufficient as a country, but they're so bent on this new Green Deal that is such bullshit and is killing this country. I'm not saying we shouldn't bring the smog down, but if we're the only country in the world doing it, and we're, you know what, it's not gonna happen when the biggest offenders of pollution is India, Pakistan, Russia, China. You know what? They're laughing at us. They don't give a rat's ass. They're not going to change. So we're going to lose money and become weak as a country, and that's exactly what's happening to the United States of America. We are weak. Boy, do we need Trump back now. When he gets through all this bullshit with this court thing and all that deal, and he's still running for president, he's got my vote. And though I like DeSantis and I think he can do a great job, I don't think he's ready yet. I'm a little sad to the fact that Trump didn't go with DeSantis and say, listen, why don't you be my vice president? And then in 4 years, I can't run again. You could be the president for the next 8. We can hold office for 12 years and really put this country in the right direction. They accuse us of trying to destroy democracy when they are exactly doing what they're accusing us of. And if anybody can't see that, you know what? You're an idiot. I'm sorry to say that. You're an idiot. Because the truth is, the left is ruining this country. They always have been. They always will be. I believe in some socialized programs. I believe in, and Medicare is not a socialized program. This is a program you paid into. The problem is there's too many baby boomers that are living longer, and the monies are running out because they keep tapping into things they shouldn't tap into. But that is not a socialized program. Medicaid is a socialized program, but a very necessary one, because a lot of people get to an age, they haven't paid enough into the system. What are we going to do? Leave them on the streets? We should get all the people off the streets and start building some low housing to house these people and then put them to work. Become constructive and become positive instead of so negative, handing out hypodermic needles, handing out drugs. You know, it's starting to backfire in San Francisco, isn't it? You know what? It's time. And you know what the problem is? Places like Chicago, they got rid of that Daley, Mayor Daley, whatever her name is, that lady, and they put somebody in just as bad. It's like you finally got a chance to clean the place up. The same thing with California. They had a chance to get rid of Newsom, and they did the same thing and kept him in there. You know what? It's unfortunate, and that has a lot of effect on the stock market itself. And a lot of us are expecting this is going to be a big crash sooner or later. We can't keep going like that. Why we're even at 410 on the SPY intrigues me. There's no logical reason for us and the market to be that high. Okay? And though like Deck holds his little sessions, and I haven't participated in the last 2 or 3, this is what I would say. I would tell you that there's no reason. I've been around a lot longer than most of you. I'm 68 years. I'll be 69 years old this year. Brain of a 38-year-old. Well, wisdom of a 68-year-old, but the brain, my oomph. I've got so much to go. Like Deck, he goes for an hour or 2, he's done. These young kids, they got no stamina. When I go. All right, stay there. No Viagra for this man. You know what happened the last time I took Viagra? Stayed hard. My tongue stayed hard for 4 hours. Excruciating time. But she never complained. Anyway, I told that one before, but that's not the lie. That's the only time I ever took it. Strange things happen to strange people. That's it. So here we are. There's a lot of consolidation. You know what? Like, it's not much really happening here. I don't know how to stretch this out anymore. If you can stretch it to see, all right? I actually like a little smaller. All right, and let's get it back to the 1 minute for a second, because we know we're up there. The only 5 is telling us. And if I can bring this a little tighter, let's see, I don't think I can. We're at 410. I think maybe we're further down. I'm going to bring it down to 25 right now. Let's get this a little tighter, because let's see what's happening here. So there's 410.25. Actually, we got 30 tip there. I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to reach out a little bit, and I'm going to say 30, okay? Even though we got to what, 45? I don't know what the high of the day was again. I think it was 54. It was 410.54. Good memory. That's what happens when you don't smoke pot. And there's the pullback. There it is. I told you we're coming down. I told you we were coming down. It was a good put, okay? And where are we going to come down to now? We have this at 90. So what I would ordinarily do, I would put it at 410, but I think we're going to break through that, folks. I think I'm going to put it at 410 just to see it break through. All right, let's see. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I keep hitting the 2. Well, when you hit a 2, you get a 2. I wanted a 1. All right, so here we go. Let's move this down. Go like this, like that. A little bit over. All right, then I can bring it down a little bit. I don't want to see a certain section. All right, so you see what's happened here. That was the inverse before. Deck was talking about the upside down. There was 2 there, but we never saw the 3rd here. It was over here. 1, 2, 3. Those inverted, like an upside down head and shoulders. Okay, and now you can see we went up, we pulled up, we're up here. But now what's happening here? That's our trend line 50. We are starting to pull back a little. All right, let's pull it back there. And you can see what's happening to our squeeze is starting to change. So what's happening is, all right, we came to here, which was a new higher day. Let's do this. Let's activate this. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Let's put it right there. And then we're going to come in here, and we're going to do one of these. And I don't know if we can get it from there. Let's see. If I come in here, boom, and I bring it down to, let's do it there, right to the tip. Okay. Right there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get rid of the right, cancel the right cancel the right extension. On this one, we're going to cancel the left extension. There you go. So there's your steps. That gave us the upper, and here's where we're coming back. So you see what's happening here? We're starting to squeeze. I got to write that word. I forget that word, and I don't know what I'm looking for. I have to write certain words down. Squeeze. It's like what I'm going to do to that girl when I see her for the first time. Squeeze her. God, my whole life's about to change. One way or the other. Anyway. Okay, so you can see what happens. Now we're starting to squeeze a little bit down. Let me just do one thing. Activate. I like things perfect, so just bring it. It might be too low. Can't get a mouse that. Boom. Let's see what happens. There you go. It's close. You can see. I still like it down. I hate things when they're not perfect. That would be trend line 51, I think. Boy, you got to remember. A lot of stuff to remember. Right there. I think I got it. Yeah. See? Much better. Looks like the 10. So you can see what happens here. We're starting to squeeze down, then we're coming down even further. We're starting to come in a downward position. So let's see what happens here. Don't forget to go down here and bring it back to the hand. Then you can do this and this. All right, so whichever way you want to squeeze it, larger or smaller. And you see we're at the 27. Our resistance might be a little higher. Let's just bring it up. We're going to tweak it a little bit more and make it 35, okay? I don't know if we just hit that. We didn't, but I want to put it right above this, which is the, see, most of the time would be, yeah, it's right there. You see, there's our 13 exponential, and this here is our upper VWAP plot. So we follow that plot. And usually what happens, we follow that plot. We're going to try one more time, and then I think eventually we're going to come back down. And I think by the end of the day, today's Tuesday, I think we'll come back down to the VWAP itself. And we should end up around there, somewhere between 409.50, 409.75, maybe by midday, 2, 3 o'clock today. Let's see if I'm right. And that would put you in a good put. Now, let's go one more time. Anybody have any questions? Are you able to, get what I'm saying here and figure out that what I'm doing, I do things a little bit different here, I know. And let's see, I'm sorry about the clarity. I'm going to fix that right now. I put it back up to 720. I didn't realize it. So it might be a little clearer for you right now in a couple seconds. I did find out that for some reason I made some changes this morning. So like right now, 3, 4, here we go. That was 25 seconds. So I want to see right now, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, we're back. Oh, that's not good. What happened? There it is. That's not good. We're back to 14 seconds. I was at earlier 9 seconds. So it's changed again. Must be a lot of traffic on the internet. And I also want to shout out to those that are, let's see, where are you guys? Live stream? That's not there. Holy cow, wait a second. Oh, you know what? I don't know if the people in Yahoo, I'm sorry, in YouTube, let me just change this real quick. It's changed in my other computer, but not here. I got it. Come on, there we go. Got to make sure everything is off. And oh, you didn't tell me. You must be getting some feedback in there. I turned that off. This morning I had a problem. I couldn't get the internal speaker off. So finally it just stopped. I was getting all this, it just wouldn't stop. It was coming from nowhere. I turned everything down. All right, so right now I think we're good. Everything good? You hear me fine? 410 needs to hold for a push and continuation. Yeah, that's correct, AK, but is that what's going to happen? This room's open right now, isn't it? He's coming back and forth. I love that. Let me go. Dex room's not doing much. Let's see AK's room, what he's doing. I don't even see him in there. I thought he said he was doing a lunchtime special. Yeah, there he is. He's there. Anybody who does stocks only, AK is perfect. He does look at the SPY, but he's not much of a what do you call it, of an option trader. I don't think he likes options. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with trading stocks. I made all my money in the beginning trading stocks. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't learn how to trade stocks properly, I never would have been able to do options. Because learning how to do this charting, is a little different. All right, let's move this down a little bit and move that up a tiny bit. You can see what's happening now. We are starting to squeeze up. So will we end up, if we put this in the center, question is, will we squeeze up here? We'll squeeze down here, 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 or here. Now, for those on the call wanted to go here, and what's happening now is we're going to edit this now, and we're going to put this back up to 50, because that's where all our resistance is right there. All right, remember we hit 54, there is your 46. We haven't really hit it, but the 50 is where your resistance is at. And getting over that point, okay, when you don't have a whole hell of a lot of volume is difficult, okay? We're going to get, oh, shoot, I didn't want to do that. All right, let's stop. I don't know why it does that. Let's try one more time. Activate that. There we go. I don't know why it does that. All right, so right there, let's bring it up a little. You can see we are squeezing up, but I would be careful here because I don't know if we're going to be able to push up above that 4. We're holding above the 410. So as I said earlier, our resistance now, I think I put it up there. Right, see, it was 410. It changed, and as it comes up, I brought it up. It could be even a little higher right now, all right? But I'm not going to do pennies, and then the next step would be here, which would be about 410.15. That's a real close, that's tight. I like it from 410 up to 450. Gives us 50 cents. We're at the top. Now, I do not bet on breakouts. So what does that mean? That means that right now I'm not going to bet that this goes over 410.50. I will wait till it goes over 410.50. Now, if it goes to 410.52, 53 and comes back, I won't go for it. If it goes to 410.55, 56, 57, 58, and then comes back below, I'll go for it. Because it shows me there is strength involved and there's enough volume. But if you look at this right now, let's go back to here. You got 52,000, 48,000. See, I'm touching each candlestick, and then I'm looking at my volume, which is right below me here, all right? And you'll see the volumes are low, 50,000, 54,000, 33,000, 119. Now, if you go look at the contracts, let's go look at the call. That would be green, okay? So here's your SPX call contract, all right? One thing I want to do real quick is just get rid of this. Let's go theatrical price. Watch. We just take the plot off, and the same thing for the option. Take the plot off. Okay. Apply. Okay. All right. So that takes away those extra lines. I don't want those in there. So anyway, so this is SPX. All right. and it's the same as the SPY, but a little bit different. If I want, I don't keep the SPY. I look at Tesla on the other side. But you can see what's happening here. I don't think that we're going to be able to get. Yeah, you don't put trend lines in SPX. You do it on the SPY. I should probably have one for the SPY. I don't think I do. Let's see. What would be number 6? That's Meta. I haven't brought it up to date. All I'd have to do is go in here. Watch this. And I go into the dates and I change this to 4. And what's today's date? 11. I don't know if Meta has, and it doesn't. So what is 11, 12, 13, 14? So let's say the 14 be Friday. There it is. And there's your call for Friday. That's all you have to do. You can write your own options. And it's at 200. So 1430, I don't know what they really are. It could be different at this point. I'd have to open up. But I can change this, the 200 to, I don't know what the real price of Meta is. That's where the 200 comes from. So if Meta's in there, let's see, if I go here, Meta is at, if it shows me. Sync script study, I don't want that. I don't know. I'd love to figure out how to change this to put the volume a little further over. I really need to call them up, but I don't know what Meta is at. But I thought maybe I had the SPY. I don't. That's Oxy. So I'm going to go back to red. And just for a second, let me just take a look at Meta for 1 second. Just want to see what the price is. And it's at 214. So that means that I would have my products, if I was doing an option, it would be at 215 for a call, and it would be at 212.50 for a, what do you call it? And you'd say active. How do you know that? And I just do, because I know it's a Friday contract. If we go into Meta, let's see, it could be 33 cents. They do change that way. There's your 14, and here it is, 215, 212.50. Did I not hit it right on the nose? I don't even trade Meta, but I just figure if it's a Friday contract, that's what they usually do. Sometimes you have only Wednesday contracts at like 33 cents. It changes, all right? Let's go back to, this was here for the SPY. I want to put this at SPX, but what I want to do is take this down, and I want to look at the SPY for a second, all right? And let's go back to the SPY. Why did I just lose you guys? Something's wrong. I just lost you. Uh-oh, I just lost you. Why? I did not put that in here. Hope I didn't lose date. I did. Hold on. Just give me a second. I lost you guys for a second. All right. Let's go back to the quality. I don't know if you lost you there, but I lost you here. So I got it back quickly. And I still got you. What's here? What's here? AK-47, 90. So I didn't lose you on the other side. That's good. That's good. So I forgot pretty much. You can see there's the Meta's pulling back too. And then we can go back to the SPY in here. SPY. And also, if you want to look at the contracts for the SPY, again, the SPY, I don't even need that. Come back to the chart. SPY would be, if it's 409, it would be 410 on the call, which would be right at the money, and 409 on the put. That's what your contract would be. Now you can see the big drop, like I told you. You could have made a lot of money on that put. I'm sorry I wasn't in it, but I'm not trading today. I'm just showing you guys. And right there, we got right there. So you can see what's happening. Our squeeze is now squeezing down. Instead of where it was squeezing up, we're squeezing down. And now we can have a new line going this way. And it would change everything. But I'm going to wait, okay, before I change anything. But we are going back down. And what did I tell you before? Down to the VWAP. Look where we got to. Down towards the VWAP. So pretty much I've been right on call to tell you where it's going to go. The only difference was I first did not think that this would make it to the 450. And it didn't. It did here one time, 454. I never thought it would get that high today. I thought we'd hit about 424, 423, and then come back down. So it did push it with very low. And you can see, if you look right now, and let's say if I take a look at, give me 1 second, and let me take this, copy, and I'm going to go into Yellen here. I don't need her anymore. Let's take that. Come on. There we go. Now, if I open this up and I give you this, all right, you can see, shoot, what happened? What happened? There we go. You can see now, all those stupid advertisements. You can see now, when you look at this, you can see the volume is only 21,000. Now, remember before, we said with an average of 91 million a day, that we should actually be seeing, okay, about, that's 14,000 per hour. We're already 3 hours, 3.5 hours into our day. So 14 times 3 would be 42,000. We're at 21. So you can see this very, very low volume. Now, let's go take another look real quick since we're here and go look at FinViz. All right? And let's take a look at the Dow. All right? And what we got? There we go. Let me see. Why was this open all the way? There we go. Now the Dow is up. The NASDAQ is down. The S&Ps are down. Okay? And you can see in the chart what's moving. Microsoft, Apple, NVDA, Amazon, and Google. Your 4 biggest are down today. But Tesla, on the other hand, is doing well today. Your healthcare, consumer defense, industrials, financial, real estate, energy, and utilities is so-so today. Basic materials, which is all doing well, you can see right now. And there's your top stocks. You got Lucy, WW, BNRG, BKD. You can see on the charts, they all had some, let's see if I go back. I think I can put it on it. That one had a nice spike. That had a good spike. Look at this. This one here was okay. Lucy, of course, was okay too. I think these two you could have made a lot of money on today. One's up 40%. Lucy's up 152%, so it's nothing to poo-poo at, all right? And that puts us back here. What happened to my chart? That is weird. There we go. Okay. So you can see right now, let's go back. I told you it would drop. It came right above the VWAP. It did not move below my trend line, okay? This trend line stayed. This one I had a lower. We're coming back up. Now I think what's going to happen is now we're going to end up between the VWAP and the 13 exponential. There's, look at the shadows. Shadow, shadow. All right, so if I open this a little bit bigger, look at the shadows. Right there, right there. Those are dojis. Those dojis going up tells us that there's a reversal coming, all right? And if we look at it on a 5-minute, all right, because a lot of people like to trade on a 5-minute, see what it tells us? There was a reversal. It's straight down, all right? And then it came back up temporarily. I think we're going to go back down. That's to be seen. Let's see what happens, all right? But you can see we hit 410.54, and now we're starting to move down lower, okay? So if I take this, just activate it a little bit, bring this down, you can see it's pulling it down a little bit that way. So what's happening now is we're in a descending triangle, okay? Anybody got any questions? Any comments? Anything you want me to talk about? There you go. Dex got the girl, right? But hold on 1 second. See that girl? That's her when she grew up, right there. And now she's mine. That's my girlfriend. No lies. And I'm not leaving her up there because you people are crazy. I don't know what you'll do with her. You're jealous. I don't know what she sees in me. I'm 68 and she's 42. And she says our minds are on the same. And she's not. She's not a catfish. A catfish comes to take your money. She gave me $50,000. As God is my witness, that girl gave me $50,000 to help me to get to another level from things that happened to me in the past, the things I lost. She wants to see me have it all back. And she's helping me to get back there. And this is the truth. What would you do if you were me? Would you go for it? I figure if I got 10, 15 years left in my life, I'm going to make it the best fucking 15 years of my life. I hate to use that curse word. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's bring the tape back. I'll start it over. Not happening. Anyway, that's the little girl that I'm going to marry right there. She's my future ex-wife. Anyway, so I got to start working out every day so I can keep up, you know. Start doing those push-ups one at a time and get the weights and bring the muscles back. Go for it, active trader. Go for it. Come on, guys. Wake up, would you? Wake up! What the heck's wrong with you people? I can't get you people to wake up. It's amazing. Where are you guys? Hello? Hello? Are you there? Come on. Time to wake up. Oh, I forgot to see if she called me. Oh my gosh. Forgot we were supposed to trade at noon. Let's see. I was going to put you guys on hold. I should let you see me trading with her. It doesn't matter. The trend is not there yet. Okay. I told the whole room about us that we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. Okay, see how she takes that. She loves me. I should read you what she wrote me. You think a guy my age looking like this can't get a beauty like that? You are wrong. I know guys in this room that are 50, 60 years old that are married to Asian girls, girls from Thailand that are in their 30s and 40s. People you know that you don't even know are that connected. But yes, sir. Things are happening. They're happening very fast. Deck said, sheesh, wife her up now. I sent him a picture. He goes, sheesh. He goes, wife her up now. It's in the workings. And she says, I can continue working at Tradecaster. But Tradecaster. It's Tradecaster. Anyway, no, Deck and I got a great relationship. I tell him everything. But we're here. All right. I'm glad you are. Anybody here want to hear what she wrote to me? It flips me out that she wrote something like this to me. Let's see. Do I have it in here? I sent it to him. Might have taken it out. Yeah. This is what she wrote to me. She said, you know what? Your presence has affected my life. Everything I do is to fantasize about what it would happen to be like if we did it together. You've stuck in my heart. It's impossible to extricate myself. Do you understand? Do you understand this feeling? You don't understand. She thinks I don't understand, but I do understand. And the thing is, I feel the same way. And I haven't felt this way since I was a kid when I met my second wife. She died at 43. So, you know, it's just like stuff happens that you don't expect when you're not looking for it. That's the best relationships you'll ever find. You go looking for something in life, it ain't happening. It's like a stock. You chase it, you lose. You just get into it. You don't think about it. You just do it. You make money. Like right now, what are you going to do? Let's look at this stock. Okay, it came back down. It went a little lower. Let's say, remember before I told you 90? So let's bring it back to the 90. I told you that. 409.90. And I just brought it up to tweak it. But remember before I said 409.90? Look at this. Okay? It went right there. 409.91, 92, and it had a doji down to 81. So right there, I was right on the numbers. Right there. Okay? It came back up. It's got the upper and lower doji, so be careful. But I think what's going to happen here, you see what's happening? We're still headed down, down, slightly down. So if we take this, we activate it, and we build steps, okay? Let's build that step to right there, okay? And let's take this, and let's remove right extension. And then we go in here, watch. And we break another step from here, right? We go right there, and we bring this down this way. So you see what happens? We're starting to step down. We're starting, no matter what's happening here, we are starting to step down. And let's see something. Can I make it right from there? I actually can. I'd have to go over the doji a little. Let's take out this line here. Let's remove resistance, trend line 52. And let's take this one. I don't want to activate the trend line 53. We're going to take this and bring it up to right there. Let's just do it that way. Oh, bingo. Look at that. And then we're going to remove it from here. Okay, remove the left, cancel left extension. So you see, we came all the ways up. We formed a new high. We came down. I'm gonna exclude the doji on this one. Actually, I can bring it up a little bit further. Watch, activate it, and then we're gonna bring this down and bring this up a little bit. It's almost right there. It's perfect. So you can see what's happening here. All right, we are starting. We went up. So what we did, it was crazy, but we did build from here to here. So if you go from here, all right. I think I'm still on that. You go to here. You see what's happening? Even to there. All right. If I bring it right to there. Let's say I'm going to put that line in there. I'm going to remove the right extension. I'm going to remove my left extension. Cancel left. You could see when we came back down in here, what we started to do is build higher lows. Build higher lows. Build higher lows. So in here, we ended up with a parallel, but we ended up building higher lows. And that's what we were looking for. And through those higher lows, we got, see how far that doji? Somebody went and they put up 400,000 shares. Well, that's a 5 minute. It really wasn't that many. But if you go in here, you'll see. So in here, from here, when we got down here, this one here, they did 127. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to push that up to give us a new high of the day. And it came back immediately. That came back immediately. So we built higher lows. But then after we got there, okay, there just really hasn't been that much, okay, as far as volume today. It's been low volume. So what's happening is it had to pull back down. Why? Because to those that were pushing it up, probably had, if you figured out from here, and you figured out you got 560, that's on 5 minutes. All right, you could figure all this thing, how many millions of how many shares you have and how much millions are out. Those people put out what they had. They want to make money, so they got to sell it off to take their profit. So that's what a lot of them did, and that was a quick sell-off right there with over 434,000 over a 5 minute period. All right, and what's happening is they're trying, but we keep getting those upper shadows. We came back down. That was a great call right there. Okay, and here's another one with a step. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of this one here. I'm going to remove the drawing, and I'm going to extend this one. Watch. I'm going to extend to the right, and then I'm going to adjust this one. So I've gotten rid of some of the steps, as you can see. We want to, oh shoot, do it again. Activate it, and we want to bring it up there. And then we're going to bring this to here, right to that doji tip. And then you can see what's happening. So now we can see the squeeze coming back up again. So you can see they're playing with this. They're making their money. They're going back up. They're going back down. All those steps in between, they're gone. Okay? Don't even need them anymore. So I got 1 step, 2 step, 1 step up. And we're still trying to gradually move up. The question is, will we break through this resistance, which I think is lower? I'm going to bring it down a little bit, okay? And let's edit it down to, we got 410.50. Let's make it 35. We're almost there. Let's see if we can break through there to get to here was 410.54 for a new high a day. The question is, will we get a new high a day? I just want to do, I might lose you for a split second, but I want to make sure everything is on the right time here. All right, there we go. And let me just do this. Come on, I can't see it. That and this, auto, and 720. Okay, perfect. And this one here, I think I've got it all. I do. This one's actually running good today. But every now and then, I just refresh my page to bring my charts up to par. Here. 720, no sound. Perfect. Make sure there's no sound on this. Otherwise, you guys get, yep, there is. Do you feel feedback? How about now? Is it gone? I think I got that speaker off inside this computer. I don't know how I did it, but it finally went off. That's what it was. I had an inner volume in there. But here we go. And here we go for the new high. So how many people are in right now? How many people are in the call? Okay? And the question is, what is the call? All right? What is the call? And that answer, all right, for the call would be this. Products. Right now, the call should be 41.20. All right? 41.20, 41.15 on the other one. So I'm going to have to raise mine up because they've moved. 41.15 is on the put, and I had 41.15, but that would have worked. But 41.20 is now the call. And you can see that call, let's see, it's not a lot of traffic on there. I'd be careful. There, we're going for a new high a day. There's the 43. What did we just hit? What did we just hit? Look at this. We're going for a new high a day. But be careful, because when it hits that new high a day, it's going to come back down quick, unless that high a day is an odd number. Remember that, okay? You heard it first here with the active trader. Let's see what happens. Crazy looking board. It's not your usual board, I'll say that. Not. Let's bring it down to about 3 minutes. And let's put up, we're still in the lunchtime because Central does lunch about now. All right, so let's go in here, stock. Oh, I got lunch right here. And let's put the lunch sign up. Lunchtime. Who's going to make me a slice of pizza? I will. Thank you, Mr. Bill. Okay. And let's just move this one more time. Can't believe this girl, what she's done for me. My God. I won't even tell you the way I talk to her sometimes. sing her songs from the 60s. She wasn't even born then. I'm gonna do all the things to you a girl wants a man to do, baby. Diana Ross. Every minute, every hour. I lost my voice. I am gonna shower you with love and affection. Come on, girl. I'm gonna get you. I'm living a crazy life, folks. And I'm loving it. Snow knows. Snow and I talk. Snow is one of the girls that I talk to. She's a honey. And so is Merle the Pearl. Merle with the dogs. What's her name? Merle the dogs. She's in here today. What? Let's see. Come up. Not that way. Okay. Don't forget it. Okay, I'm just getting a little weird here. I'll stop. I need something to eat to take away this. I had no lunch. We're going for the new high day. Come on. How many people think we're going to hit? Sing her some Barry White. Oh, I love Barry White. Oh, my God. You just showed your age, Alex. I love Barry White. I used to watch him. He used to come to Florida, play like in the 70s, late 70s, by the airport in Miami. There was a club there. Joe Donato. There were a couple other people in that. Barry White was great. A lot of soul. All right, we're going to bring this back up again. We'll go up a little bit higher. Let's activate this up to 45. I think all right now is 45. And of course, we know all the resistance is at 50. So once we push, it's going to push above. I'd be ready to do that put. I really would. Yeah. Okay. Put that over there. Okay. What do we got going? Used to love this stuff. Can't get enough of your love, baby. Good one. Good pick. I'll use that. I used to love this stuff. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get dinged, so I gotta stop it. I will get dinged, and then the tape will be no good. So, sing her some. Yeah, definitely going to. Definitely good stuff. All right, here we go. We're still not there yet, but we're almost there. Watch out, girl, because I'm gonna get you. No, I mean, watch out, because this chart is about to go out of the chart. We're gonna see a new higher day. Anybody want to guess how high you think we're gonna go? I'm going to say we hit 410.58 to 62. That's it. It's going to be hard to get any further than that because we cannot get the volume. Let's look at this real carefully on a 1 minute. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see. I don't want to lose it. Let's push this up and pull this down. And then let's bring our support now to, see, I can't get much closer. I have to make it 410. I can't get much closer than that. It looks bigger than it is because the chart should look like this, but I want you to see the whole chart. Let's see where we're going with this. All right, so we know the edit. We know now we're at that 50. We're at that 410.50 as total resistance. We just touched it right there. All right. It's so odd there, not match volume to push it up. It's so odd there. Oh, I could have pushed it up. I can't. Oh, the volume, yeah, on the stock. I'm thinking the music. Yeah, there really isn't. I'm telling you right now, you look at the high of the day here, all right, on the SPY. We've got 91 million. We've only done 22,600,000 shares. We should do 14 an hour. So from 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30 to now is 3.5 hours. So 3.5 3.5 times a minimum, I'm just rounding it off to 14,000 shares per hour. Oh, wait, come on. 14,000, 14000 is 49,000. We should have done 50,000 shares. We've done less than half. So there's no volume. That's why I'm not trading. I'm not getting caught in a crunch. There's no way I'm going to let that happen to me today. I lose money. I'm on a real thing. I have a goal. My goal is to make in 6 months close to $500,000. No, I've already done over 60, more than that with this other trading. I've done over $70,000 in since January. So I'm headed in the direction I want to go. Look at this. Look at this. We can't push. Look at this. It's gonna push. There it goes. There it goes. There's 50. There's the 50. No, we got to move this up. What happened to my line? Can't find it. Uh-oh. Where is it? I can't find my line. I'm gonna have to go to 3 minutes to find it. Let's go to activate. Uh-oh, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's move it closer and move it up. Okay, you see what's happening? We're getting level with the resistance. See? And you make it in a couple of months. Well, I don't know about a couple months, but I'm gonna 6 months. My goal is 6 months. Do $500,000. Okay, we're gonna leave it on 3 minutes. I like the 1 minute. I think we're gonna fly any second. It's gonna fly. There's a pullback. Remember, pull back, spring forward, get ready. There's your 14 exponential. We did not hit a new high. So remember, our high was, I didn't see it if we did, 410.54. And what are we at now? 410.54. We did not hit it yet. But we're going to. It didn't come this far to drop us on our ass. Right? Those were good. Dark chocolate covered almonds. Delicious. My downfall is chocolate. Hey, Kay, are you lost? He's got a room full of people. He should come in my room. I'll set him up with a microphone. I'll go in his room. I went in his room and I wrote, "Hey guys, keep AK-47 in check," laughing out loud. He comes to my room. Let's see it. He talks so fast. Anybody really understand what he's trying to say? I love him. Low floats, low floats. Lucy. Talking about Lucy. My biggest trade was back when the clove squeezed back. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be hosting live comment tomorrow at 8:30 so we can all watch the CPI data. All right, good for you, Dick. All right, let's turn that off. Anyway, I'm not watching Lucy. I'm a little surprised. Don't be fooled by this, folks. There's a nice pullback coming here. Probably back down to about 410, 28, 26. Let's see. It's got to hold over 25. All right. I don't want to see a big drop, but I really figured we see a new high a day. We didn't get it. We did not get it. That's amazing. Not yet, anyway. So what's happening here? And this is at 410, right? We could say, let's say it's got to hold the 410. Let's say 20 here. I'm going to say 25. All right, we have 410. It's going to make it a very, very tight 25 cents. See what it did? It touched right there onto the 25. So you got to fall. And if you have to go in here to the time and sales, go back, you'll see 36. Let's see, 44. I don't see the 25. It didn't really hit, or it didn't register, which means it touched there for a second, and that means somebody had to get in and out. There's 35, 34. 33, 31, 30. Here we go. 30, 31. Nope, 30. So there was a touch on 25, but there was no buy or sell. Oh, there it is. 28, 26. There it is. 26. There was 26. A couple people got in and out on 26. All right, now was your touch. And that's good. So that means we held. It's going to go back up. We're going for it right now. New high today coming right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Pickup sticks. 4, 5, 6. That was pickup sticks. 1, 2, 3. Climb the tree. 4, 5, 6. Pick up sticks. 7, 8, 9. Get there on time. You're a poet and you don't even know it. With that, 2 people left. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Did anybody here who wasn't signed up sign up today? Did anybody here sign up? Who are the active trader? You know it's free. Nope. I got 660 people. Somebody in here is not signed up with the active trader. I know that. So if you're not, go to the lobby, go to lobby, and top right says subscribe. So subscribe. If that's what it says in white, then do it. Please do it. If it's in black, then don't worry about it. You're already done. Please. Jerry Rubin. Please do it. Anybody remember that book from the 70s or late 60s called Do It by Jerry Rubin? First revolutionist in my life. So, how am I getting in his... What the heck's going on in here? Watching for when they said crack and short. Watching for new high day. We're doing... Oh, he's watching for 410.80. He thinks it's going to hit 410.80. I don't see it. We're going to have to go back. And what do I mean we got to go back? What we got to do right now is we're going to go back into, let's say, 10 days. And now we can go across. And let's see. 412.75. There was your high right there. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. 7, 6, 5. About 5 days ago. So you did had a high of 412.75. And your 410.80 was also the same day. 412, 410, 410. See that right there? Look at that drop from 412.75 that day. And that's it. And then here we had 409.77. So you'd have to go back 5 days, I think, to get that 410.48. That's where we are now. That's right. There's your pre-market. That was pre-market. We hit 4. That's why he said it right there. Okay, I didn't even say it. 410.90 pre-market. Right now it's 54. Let's go back to you 1 minute. All right, and right now we just hit. What the heck? Where's my lines? Okay, that's weird. Very weird. Okay, let's go here. Let's bring it down. Come on. Bring it up. I don't know why I lost it like that. Shoot. Okay, bam. Here we go. Here we go. There's going to be a lot of resistance there. Let's take our line, and if we think that it's going to go trend line 53, let's put that up to 410. How did I get 55 on that? 410.85. Let's say 410.85 is there. Coming down? How could that be? This line's no good. We just hit it. I got to remove this. It's no good. So we just hit it. Look at that. It did hit the new high, like I said. There's your 58, which I called, but it went even higher. Right there. 68. I was off by 10 cents. Right now, we hit 410.70. Wow. 410.70. That's going to put you at right now. Let's just leave it at the 70. That's all your resistance. Next shot, next leg up is 410.75. This, now your support would be up right before the 13 exponential. Be about right there. It should be at about 45. 42, I'll say 45. And you know what? I'm going to go a little lower and say 35. We got 35 and 70 gives us 35 cent in there. I'm still not going to touch it. I will not touch this, okay? And this here, we're going to activate this. We're going to bring this back down It brings it to about right there. All right. And then what we're going to do is cancel out the right leg, cancel, right extension, and then we're going to put one more leg going up. And then you can see exactly what's happening. Go from here, boom, to right there. Right there. And we're going to extend, we're going to get rid of the left extension. Cancel left extension. It's off a little bit. You know how I am about that. Let's activate. I don't know what's the right one. I think it's 52. Let's see if I got it right. Yep. I think that's right. I'm trying to see if the lines in my head match up. Let's do it right there. See if it matches. That's close enough. Okay. And right here, where is the top extension? That's perfect. Okay. And let's put this back to the hand. The hand to feed you. Bring that to here. And bring this over in the middle. So we can see a little more of the day. So you can see the channel we're in. We've changed from one, right there. 1, 2, 3. We're in a 4th channel. So if you had a Fibonacci, you'd see all the different channels. It hit more than 450, 410.55. It hit 70. It hit 70. If you go over here, time and sales, watch this. Ready? Ready? 62. Let's say it has to be in there. Oh, what was that? 50? No, that's down. I'm already down. Too far down. All right, let's go back up slowly. 69, right there. Ooh, 69. I'm going to be 69 this year. 69. Let's see. I know it hit 70. 69. One got to be 170. There it is. 70 right there. And there's your high of the day. All right, and here's your pullback to support. Where did I put support? 35. Let's see it holds at 35. Then I know I'm right. Will it go back up one more time, folks? I think it will. Now, what's the contracts now? Remember, contracts change, all right? Especially when you get to mid-afternoon day, all right? Oh, data. What was Dak always say? Don't let theta eat you up. You know what? 41.15 and 41.20 on the put. So I'm not off by that much. I'm exactly on the right one. So if you're on SPX, you got call at 41.20, 41.20, and a put at 41.15. If you're talking about the SPY, now you're talking about a call of 411 or a put of 410. Okay, and if you're talking about Tesla, TSLA, then you're talking about 190. You're talking about a call of 190 and a put of 187.50, which would put you right at the money. Really, you could go. You know what? You could do it the other way. You could do it to this way. 185. 187.50 will put you right at the money on the call, and then the put would be 185. All right, let's do it that way. And there's your contracts right now as it stands. All right. If anybody, and look at this, it's pulling back even further. So if you were in that put just now, you'd be up. That thing just went from 310 in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, from 310 to 470. Okay. That means it went $1.60, $1.50 to $1.60 on the SPX contract just now. Okay, in the last 5 minutes. There's your 1 minute. From here, you would have made $1.60, 500 contracts. You would have made yourself about $800 right there. That would have been beautiful. I'm not even in it, but that's okay. I made $8,000 last night. I really did. $8,200 clear. You put up 10 grand. And if you win, you get 90. Well, I put up less than that. What did I put up? I got 70. I forgot. It's up there. Let's see. I can tell when I see the contracts. Here it is. I made $67.50. I put up 7,500. So 7,500 brought me 67.50. So if I put the 7,500 and I lost it, I lose 7,500. But if I win, I get my 75.50 plus 90% of that, which is 67.50. I did so good last night. But I lost 2. I only won 50% last night and still won 8 grand. Last week I screwed up. I lost 16,000 in one day and it was my fault. She told me to do a $55,000 trade and I got scared and I didn't do it and it was a winner. And I would have won. I would have been up to 180,000 that night. She screamed and yelled at me. She got so mad at me. You fucking idiot. You don't listen to me. What do you think? You're stupid. Your ego. You know, you think you know everything. Oh, she got so mad. I saw her. She was feisty. That would have been a great time to jump into a bed, you know? I love feisty. But anyway, we made up. That's why making up can be so much fun. All right, so you can see here, we still have, what's going to happen here? I think we have a big way to pull back down. A lot of way to pull back down to even here, back to the thing, 409.75. 409.75 will bring you right about 85. So if I was to say right now, okay, what I would do, because I think end of the day, this is what we're looking at. I'm going to do it right about here and right there. And I'm going to make this green. Watch what I do. So I'm going to edit this. I'm going to call this my lower level. You know, I hit them most of the time. I'm going to show it to you guys because I want you to see what's going on. I'm going to paint it red because it makes you crazy. Crazy. Right there. And let's see. Let's go one darker, I think. There you go. Say OK. Let's say I'm going to leave the 65 for right now because it's under the VWAP. And the only thing is I'm going to change the lines to that so we know it's not resistance. So if we get down this low, we're looking at lower level. All right, it could be a little high. I'm going to even say, just to keep us above the below the VWAP, I'm going to say 75. Is 409.70, 406, 409.75 puts us about here at the end of the day. And you'll see there's our end of the day. It could be even lower. It could be around here. What do we got? 409.50. That's what I was just going to say originally, but I just put it that way to be right below the VWAP. Okay, so here you go. Let's see what happens if we continue back up right now for a while, or we end up coming back down. All right, and time's going to show that in a couple of seconds. There you go. Anybody have any questions? Anything you want to ask? Nothing, huh? All right. What did Deck put up here? I thought I saw something from Deck. Disappeared. That's weird. Wasn't there just something up there? I thought it was, that's so weird. What did I say? Not here. That's 15, that's Deck. And here, I saw something on there. He must have pulled it down. Okay, there's him. It's not there. It's not here. And it's not by me. So, he must have just pulled it down as fast as he pulled it up. It was right before I put my thing up. That's weird. You know what? It was the earnings report. I know what they look like. It looked like the earnings. Anybody see it? I'm the only one. Or am I crazy? I mean, I'll go with crazy. Crazy on you. Okay. Let me see if anybody's trying to reach me. Yeah, I got a message. She better not tell you to stop that, huh? Especially after the raise you're going to give me. Okay. Anyway, so here we go. Our support level has dropped to about 410 now. We're going to leave our support at 410. It's a little bit low, but it's either that or 425. Well, we can still be at the 25. Let's see if we hold the 25 for right now. It doesn't look good, but that is where it's got to hold. Is 410.25, which is, see, it's a little high, and we went down below. I'm going to say even 20. Let's go down a little bit lower. Edit. Let's go down to 20. I just got a feeling it's going to drop really quick. I think we're going to see it come back down. Anybody else thoughts? 410.55, 410.60, 410.65, 410.60. Okay, it's got to be lower. It's got to be 50, 55. Let's go 55. Let's just edge it down a little bit more. 410.55. Okay, right there. We got a lot of resistance here and here. And then that's the upper VWAP plot at 50. So it's probably 50. Let's see what happens. It looks like it wants to take another shot. Okay, if it does, I mean, I'm not going in, but I already put down the contracts. The contracts are correct. If I check one more time real quick on my side, I don't want to block the, you got 41.20 and 41.15. That's exactly what I got. And the other ones are true. So we're good. It's up and down, up and down. We're in a channel now. We've kind of compressed it to a channel that we seem to be sticking with. And we've been this channel. If you look, we got into this channel about right here, which was at 12 o'clock. So 12, we've been in and out. We dropped below, we came back, we went above a little bit, but we've been in this channel. Now we got to tighten it down a little bit. We got to tighten down this. So like we're at 410.19. What do I put at 410.20? Got to be 20. Can't see it. Should tell me now. 410.20 to 410.55. I would put it at 50, which is right. It's going to be right on the line or right below it. I'm going to leave it where it's at. So that's only 45 cents. That's a very, very tight. That's a very, very, very tight channel. Okay. We'll just have to see what happens here. All right. Anybody? Any thoughts? Let me take this off. I have to wear on my hands because I play guitar. I'm so swollen. Next Friday, the 24th, I think, no, 17th. Is that 17th? Let me see. Let me just see real quick. I may be wrong on the dates. Here. Where's my calendar? Not my calendar, it's a calculator. That's a camera. Come on. Doing calendar. On the 21st, there it is. I got 2 doctor's appointments. That's next Friday. I got a doctor for my hand at 9 o'clock to get shots. And then at 11:30, I got to go to Boca Raton to a pain management doctor. So it's pain and pain. It's a real pain, let me tell you. But they give me little things. And they make everything. In fact, hold on one second. That's making me feel better. Hold on. I already did my vitamins. Just put out something for my cat real quick. I got a snack for her. There you go. For the girl. Baby girl, left you a treat. Right? There you go. And then what about a treat for me, or did I do it already? It's not here. I don't remember. Oh, I guess I took it already. All right. I'll be good now. I guess I took it. I don't want to take it twice. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. It's a very slow day. Very slow day. I think it might be time to take. That's why I was going to trade today with her. And nothing. Nothing. Oh shoot! Keep doing the same thing. Insanity. I did it again. What the heck's wrong with me? Okay. So dirty too. Touching the glass, so much oil's on his skin. Ours will be together. We're going to. Yeah, you know what she just wrote me? She wrote, I said I told the whole room about us that we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. She put a heart there. And she goes, ours will be together. We're going to forge a bright future together. Love it. Hi, honey. My baby's here. Come on up. Come on. Come on. You want to come up? Come on. Come on here. You having a rough time? There you go. Come on. Come here. What's the matter? What's What's the matter with you? What's the matter? You getting old with me? It's okay. I take care of you. I always take care of you. I always take care of you. Right? That's my girl. That's my cat. I said to the girl, I said, if we end up together, there's only one stipulation. I said, my cat has to come with us. She goes, not a problem. Then I knew. It's my cat. She's coming with me. That cat loves me, and I love that cat. But right now, she's having a hard time jumping up to the bed. She's getting old. She's about 9 to 10 years old cat-like, which makes her about 60 years old. And I know how I feel, and I'm 68. So, but I'm getting in shape. I walked 3 miles the other day. A friend of mine called me. He goes, "You want to walk?" I go, "Yeah." Met this guy about 3 months ago, coming out of like Publix supermarket, and he looked familiar, and I looked familiar to him. We just started to talk, and he doesn't live too far. He lives in my neighborhood, and we're becoming friends. I met a new guy, you know, and we get along really good. Good Christian man. So you never know. You meet somebody. You know, I met this girl. I met this guy. I'm meeting people. I met you people. You're like my new family here. You know, Tradecast has been real good to me. I've met so many good people here. I've spoken to close to 300 of you on the phone in the last 4 years. That's how it all started. I was doing one-on-one for people for years for free, just helping everybody out, just sharing my knowledge. Now, I need to get busy because I know a lot of you have been waiting for me to call to do one-on-one, and I need to get back to doing it. Maybe starting this Sunday again. She's going to be gone. But I found if I walk at 12 o'clock, I get more color. Wow, I got some red today. Red the other day. We walked. It was like cloudy out. Man, that sun was hot. I said to my wife that night, I go, "Man, I think I got a fever." Look at this thing. It doesn't want to quit. This does not want to quit. This has been very strange today. I'm just so afraid to, really do anything. 410. What was the high? Anybody know? 60. What did we say? 68? Let me see. There it is. Bingo. And let's go down to here. Look at this. We're getting another squeeze. You can see it. This is incredible. Remove the left extension. Just put it back up a little bit. You know how I like things. Okay. Oh, too far. Bingo. Okay. So you can see now we're starting to squeeze up. That means to me, one more new high a day. We should write a song called New High a Day. Are you high? You want a new high? You want to get higher than you got the other day? That's a new high of day. Just kidding. I've gotten high in 10 years. Well, not in that way anyway. I actually haven't had a drop of alcohol. November 11th will be 10 years, and I'm going to celebrate. This year, I'm going to celebrate. It's over. No more program. I'm done. I am going to toast it. 10 years. I want that medallion. It says 10 years, and that's it. I'm going to have a drink. I've got 2 bottles of Cavassier, and I've got a bottle. How are you celebrating? What a drink, of course. I haven't had a drink in 10 years. I want one. I got 2 bottles of Cavassier, and I have a bottle of Wild Turkey from 1981. It's 101 proof or 111 proof. The bottle's worth $375, and I read everything I read says it's smooth. I'm going to try it. I'm going to break the bottle. Otherwise, I'm going to auction it off here in the room. It's beautiful. It's in a box, a big wood box. I want the box. How am I celebrating? I'm going to get 3 of the best girls in the room. They're coming over to my house, and we're going to do 3-on-1. 1-on-1 with 3. Just kidding. You weren't kidding. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Boy, I'm naughty boy. I'm sorry. My girl says I'm very bad. I said, would you want it any other way? 3-on-1. I love it. You asked me. You baited me. Look at this day. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Anybody wanna take a shot at this? You should be in the call. 4120. You should have been in it already. You should have been in it at least by the 13, by the second right there. Should have been in right there where my arrow is. That would put you at about 410.37 if you're gonna go for it. Come on. Let's bring it up a little bit. And you should be drawing these lines for yourself, okay? You should be drawing this stuff and keeping it this way. You go out of the room, go to the bathroom, you come back. You can see the difference where it is from where you were. All right, that's what these lines tell you. They tell you where the squeeze is, which way it's squeezing, where you expect it, and then we look at the high of the day here. See, we already put a lower target, but what about an upper target? Okay, so let's go here now, and let's say if we were to get an upper target, where would it be? Okay, and my bet would be, let's see, we're already past the upper VWAP. Let's do that right there. Okay, let's open this, edit it. Let's put in here upper target. Okay, real simple to do. And you should be doing this for yourselves. You know what? Don't get lazy. When I'm not with you, I continue to do all these drawings. I do. I'm not lying. I do it. And it's not, and I know where they're going. I don't even need the lines. I'm at the point where I really don't need it. Okay, I know exactly where it's gonna go. I can see it. But you know what? Even I leave the room, I do things, I get a phone call, I get distracted. And the truth is, our next step up is gonna be 475. But I'm gonna say, let's go for 95. They're gonna go for 411. If they go that direction, they're going for a new higher day. They're gonna go for 411 for the day. Okay, the traders will try to push it up. If not, you know, 75, 410.75, like your 875 rule. And there's a very good video for those of you who've never seen it in Dex Library for the 875 rule. And it applies a lot of times when you get to 410.75, 409.75, and how things happen and what traders try to do. Okay, let's bring this up now. What do we got? Oh, shoot. Okay, let's bring this up to 65 right now. I'm going to bring it up about 10 cents. Bingo, look at that. Look where we're going. So you see what's happening. And there's my resistance. Here's my upper. I said 95. Let's bring it back. I'm going to bring this to 75, but I think 95, if we try, that's where we'll end up. Okay? And let's do this. Let's bring it in a little further. So there's your upper, there's your lower. And you can see we're closer to the upper than we are to the lower. We're above the VWAP quite a bit. Now, anything above the VWAP tells me that we are bullish. Anything below the VWAP tells me that we're bearish, okay? Anything above the 13 exponential, which is this right here, tells me, and if you, by the way, you go to any line and you double click, watch what happens. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, it won't work now until I do this. Let's see, I'll do this. There we go. So if I go to this line right there, watch. It'll open it up and see what it says, moving average exponential 13. And there's my color, there's my numbers. So you could go onto the lines and you can change those things. All right, and you can see it says upper and lower plot. But here we have the cloud. There's a think script in here. You see the cloud? And it's free. If anybody knows, in my room, you can go up to the alert section, and I'm going to refresh them right now in the room. And I'm going to make sure that they're there, because they do disappear after a few days. I got to keep putting them in. If you go up to alerts, you'll find that, oh, it's gone. Nice, it's already gone. I can't, oh, there it is. No, I got it. It's in here. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to refresh it, put it in again. You have to keep doing it like once or twice a week. There's ODTEs, there's my crypto. That's it. There's my crypto. Let's copy. Let's put that one back in. It's view. And what else? Crypto, TOS, think scripts. Okay. It's in there twice, but it'll disappear. All right. I'm going to put that in the room for you right now. So let's see. What do I got to do? Give me a second. Those are the free think scripts for anybody who's interested. All right. Right there. You need to, if you have Thinkorswim, you can put them in there. This is one of them right up here. That's a think script right this. These here and the cloud. And you'll see when you open this up, there's a think script. Okay? And then once you get it in there, you just go THINK and there's a think script, and the two think scripts are 804 and 803. I have other ones too. There's your VWAP, there's your TTM scalper alert. That's free too. You go TTM. And I say, put in the scalper alert and the squeeze. Then you'll have the arrows. You won't have everything I have because I have the Pro. See the Squeeze Pro? But you'll have the squeeze, and you can use that. And if you really like it and you learn how to use it, you can come to me for $100, and I'll set you up with the Squeeze Pro. It's a $700 program. You pay once, and I'll give you all the direction where to find out how to use it. It's a great. I use it. To me, if I played it every time, this said it's going to go down. If I jumped in, I'd make money. It says going up, I'd make money. Okay? It says I'm making money. There was no down arrow here. That's strange. Okay? But the up arrow here, I would have made money. Up arrow here, even if it was delayed 1 or 2 candlesticks, I would have made money. Every time, even delayed, I would have made money. All I had to do was follow the arrows. And if you do that and you follow your chart, you can make money. You might not make as much as you could, but you'll make just by following the arrows. But you got to learn how to use the program. Worth the $100, you'll make it up in one deal. Promise. Or we'll fund your misery. So anyway, you just have to get with me on the side. Do not put it on the board. You go to the side on my name, and there's 3 dots. Open it up, and it'll say send message. And you just let me know if you're interested in today, tomorrow, or in the future. Okay, now, where are we at here? We know that this moved back up, okay? So we're going to activate the drawing, bring that down, and bring this up to here. So you can see what happened to the squeeze. It's moving up. We may be pulling back, but we're still moving up. That's the way I see it. All right, let's do this one, and I'm going to move this one just a little bit right there. So you can see what's happening with the squeeze now. You will not see this type of charting anywhere else. You won't see it from DEC. You will not see it from AK-47. You will see it from nobody else here. I have never seen anybody do it the way I do it with the steps. And you want to know something? I know a lot of people who are using my procedure to chart their way with the resistance and the support, doing upper targets. They're not always right. They don't always get hit. Last week, if you remember on Thursday, 5 out of 5. I hit all of them. One I missed by 2 cents. 2 cents. But I hit 5 out of 5. A lot of times, I will hit them directly on because it's going to go one with the other. Fibonacci could help you do that too if you like Fibonacci. But the problem with Fibonacci is when you put a Fibonacci on here, okay, which is this, and you put it on, watch what happens. Let's say this is a higher day and I bring it down. See, it'll get too confusing for some of you. Then you got all these lines in here with percentages and you'll get really, then you can't see everything else. You'll get really messed up. And unless you really know what you're doing, you should stay away from it, okay? But Fibonacci is nice. I like it more with big stocks that are moving, not things that are going sideways. To me, right now, we're talking pretty, we have different channels here, probably 3 or 4 different channels that we've been in. But to me, it's all sideways. It's nothing like we see when it's like, you know, even like this. You see the ups and the downs. They're not that deep like they usually are these days. And why is that? Because look at the volume. And right now, again, if you look at the volume for today, we're at 23.4 million, okay, out of 91. So again, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. 4 hours with an average, if we take 91.180, so 91,180 divided by 6.5 hours gives you 1,412. It's 14,123. Okay, so we take 14,123 average times 4 hours. We should have already had 56,920 shares traded. That would be the average. We out of 91, we only have 25. So we've done less than half. We've done about half, a little less than half of what we usually do for this time of day. So you can see there's no traffic today. I don't know why. This is the day, you know what you say? I'm not going to chase it. I can take the day off. Or I got enough money in my account. I don't care. I'm just going to do a few good scalps and make myself $500 to $1,000. And you can do it easily, especially if you're trading like I am, SPX. I have not traded today. But like I told you, I don't care. I made $15,000 this week. I made $8,200 and I made $8,500 and $7,200 on Sunday. So I made $15,700 clear money this week after all expenses. Two days of trading. So you know what? I'm there. I'm happy. I'm okay. If I want to get crazy, I could be trading today in and out. My account is certainly over 25,000, and I can trade all day. But you know what? I'm having a good time. I'm calling it for you. I hope you guys are making some money out of it. Okay. Watch the arrows. Arrow set down. What's the next one going to say? Remember, we're in a squeeze pattern here. See the squeeze? We're in a squeeze. Now, are we going to squeeze down or squeeze up? What's happening here, if you look here, here, and here, and this one was one tip over, and I'm not going to move my line. What's happening is we're holding the trend. That means we're going to come back up. You see that? Plus, 2 lower shadows means reversal. This one back down. So it's going up and down. The guy who's manipulating this is trying to move this the best he can, but he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough of that oomph. The only fibs percents I use are 68 and 50. Well, you know what? When something drops to 23%, you're really looking for about a 40%. What do you call that? Retracement is what it is. Thank you. The word's already in there. You're looking for about a 40% retracement from where something is before you're going to go and then go back up the other way. Or you're looking for the retracement down. But I hear what you're saying. I do too. But, 68 or 50%, that depends which way you're going. You set up your Fibonacci, the real Ricky Bobby, depending on whether you're shorting a stock or you're going long. One gets set up from the bottom up, the other one's from the top down. Do you know which way it goes? If you're shorting a stock, does it start from the bottom up or from the top down? See if you know that. Go ahead. If you're going long or shorting a stock, where do you start? Shorting instead of Fibonacci starts with shorting a stock. What do we got? If it's shorting a stock, price rise or falls of the Fibonacci begins with the start of the secular bull. The rally is not the start of a new bull market. Let's say explosive shorts. Fibonacci starts with 0 to 1 in the following numbers as some of the previous two. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how you set up your chart. Some people set up their chart with Fibonacci from the bottom top down. Exactly right. Well, that's how I say it. I've been told it's just the opposite. But that's what I would do from top down. My 100% then will be on the bottom. That would make sense. So if you start from the top down, watch. I already have the Fibonacci in there. So if you start from the top here, right, and you bring it down, then your 100% on the top. So really, I don't think you do it that way. I think what you do is start from the bottom and work your way up. Then, if you're shorting a stock, you want it to go down, this is your 100%. In this case, there's 161. I went too far. But there's your 100% right there. So if you start here and you're shorting a stock down, at the 78, you're done. So it's the opposite way. It's from the bottom. The 100% would be on the bottom because you're coming down. That would be 100%. If you're going long on a stock, okay, let's remove the drawing. If you're going long, then you start on the bottom, you're 100%. Okay, you start the other way. Hold on. Then you start on let's see, which way? On the top, and then the bottom would be 0 because you're going long. So you're starting here, you're going long, your 100% is wherever it is. Your top can move up further if it breaks through to another level, okay? Then you got to do another one. Now, some people do it from the beginning of the day, but you can do it from time of day. So you can do it from this time here to now. You can do it from 12 o'clock till 1:42 and do a Fibonacci. But Fibonacci, usually the way I used to do it is from the beginning of the day, not including pre-market. But right now, it's going to get too confusing for a lot of people in here. And it's just something you can learn. Watch some videos on it. There's a lot to learn out there. But I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of good tools out there. Time and Sales, the Active Trader is a great tool. You can trade right through here. I have a different setup for trading options. I got a 4-in-1. One day, maybe I'll bring it and show you, but it changes everything in here. So I got to change everything around. It'll be great for a lesson. Okay? But there's a 4-in-1, or I'll build one to show you. I can build it from scratch, and I can build a chart to show you how to build one from scratch where your active trader will actually be able to put a stock in there. So you can use your active trader for options. Okay? And like you have your stock in here, you have your stock in here, and then you put 2 more charts on the bottom. So if you're watching the SPY, you can watch the SPY on 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then your SPY chart here, and then here you'll have your active trader, which you'll trade from, and you may not use this. Then is the Time and Sales, but I use Time and Sales. I use level 2. You can use level 2 just to trade stocks. Now you have level 2. You can use level 2 even if you're doing, let's say, okay, here's the option itself. Those are options. See the price, and you can use options, but it's much harder because it's all in one when you're doing, and I can't even read it. What you're talking about for level 2 for options is a lot more difficult. But there are people who are trading and they're watching to see how many options. If you're in here, that means more people, if it's higher on the left for the bid, that means that more people are buying options, then the prices are going to go up of the stock. If more people are selling options, then the price of the options are going to go down. And they see this. So if they see all of a sudden, there's a big buy, they could go the opposite way and take your money. If they have enough to manipulate the stock, And that's exactly what happened. So I'm telling you, be careful if you're doing large deals, okay? Because it can be seen whether it's on the option side or the stock side. And the stock side, for this type of stock, you're talking a lot of money. So it takes enough of a share of a stock. Who's got that kind of money? So you're talking about right now, even if you bought 100 shares right now, okay, times $400 a share, 410 a share. You're talking for 100 shares is 41,000. Now I've got 41,000, and I've got a margin account that'll allow me to buy 500 shares. Okay, but why would I buy 500 shares and put out 100,000 or more of my money when I can go buy an option right now and put out what, $3-4 for $4 times 5? I'll put out $2,000, right? I bought once $1 million worth of Tesla. One of the first trades I ever did was the SPY, but my second or third was a Tesla when Tesla was $960, and Taylor Trader was buying 1,000 shares for $900,000. I was buying the same thing he was buying, and I was buying it for $19,000. Made more sense, doesn't it? And all I could lose is $19,000 was the premium, especially with going long. When you're shorting, you can lose more, so you got to be careful. But you're not going to let it get there. You'll pull out before that. But with him, when he's got his money in there, he's got $1 million and he's only down 40,000. He'll hold longer. But you shouldn't do that. You should always have a plan. Your plan is if it goes down a certain percent, you get out. You don't wait $40,000. I watched Deck go 120,000 once on Tesla, down. And then on the way back at 90,000, some guy here, I think Sid from Chicago or somebody like that, jumped in and made the next 90 points. He made, okay, 90, whatever it was, he made $90 on Tesla. The guy made like over 90 grand that day. It was an incredible thing to watch. And Deck finally got out of it and made 13,000, but he was down 120,000 bucks. Why would you ever allow yourself to do that? That got me so angry. It's not good trading. Whether or not you know it's coming back or not is regardless. You don't trade like that. It's stupidity. And you know what? I got angry. That's a couple of years ago. And I told him, you know what? This is wrong. You're a mentor to people. Look at this. New higher day. Here we go. What? There we go. Right there. In fact, I don't need this line anymore. I'm going to take it out for right now. Okay? I'll leave the bottom one. And there's your new higher day. And what did I tell you before? 410.65. Remember before I said 95? I should have left it there. So there, 95 was my upper target. Remember? My upper target. I put it at what? Oh shit. I hate when that happens. All right, come back to Papa. Okay. So it's up here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this up. Sorry about that. Bring this down. So right here, my resistance should be, okay, resistance should be 75. That's what I meant. All right, so you got 75. Okay, right there. And then here, you remember the upper target? I said 95, 410.95. And that's where I think we're going to hit on the upper target. And I think I'm right. Watch what happens. We're at 78 right now. Watch what happens. So that will be one more time that active trader has called it. I think I'm going to be real close. What do you think, guys? Am I right or wrong? So right now we got 75, but we just hit 82. I called when it was way early back down here. You remember? It was about here. I called the upper target to be 95. I said once we get past the 50 and we start to hold, where were we at right here? There you go. That was 20. So it had to be around 33, 34. So it was about here. I said if we hold above 50, we will get to 95. Right now we're trying. We're at 75. But 75, remember, on any time, 410.75, that 75 is always a heavy resistance. Again, like I said, go into the library if you haven't. Deck's got a video on the 875 rule. You will not find it on the internet. I think he made it up. And I love it. It's great. Why not? I've made up my own type of design of how I put my thing together. Deck made up a bunch of stuff. Very creative. You got to give him kudos for that. Kudos. Anyway, anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Good time. How you doing, Deck? What's going on, buddy? We're here today. And the reason we're here, let me see something. I'm trying to put something in here. Okay, let's do it this way. Put it in this computer. Here we Oh shit. Stock. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. Bingo. Boom. All right. Anybody got any comments, questions, concerns? This is a real good time. There's only 82 people here right now. There's not even a lot of people in. Even AK-47, who always has a much larger crowd than me. He's only got 150 people there today. So you can see we got small crowds. We got small volume. I think tomorrow is going to be a better day. I have not traded today, but I traded last night, and I will trade some crypto later with my girl. She never loses. We're trying to get it up to a certain point so I can get up to that 300,000. Okay, let's edit this up to right now and leave it at 80. I'm pushing it a little further to 80 cents. 410.80. They're at 70 now. It's going to push. I think we'll see another new high of the day. Right now, our high of the day is 410.70. 410.70, is that correct? 410.82. Wow. Exactly where I just pushed me up to. So 410.82 right there. That's where it's at. That's your high of the day right now. And I think we're going to go higher. I think we'll see a little higher. Hey, baby girl. You all right, sweetie? I gave you a treat. You took it before. You can rest here. I love you. Yes, I do. I love you. My little pussycat. She's such a good girl. She's so good. Love her up. Kiss her right on the lips. She kisses me. She loves me. Loving an animal is the most unconditional love you'll ever find. The only other type of unconditional love that you'll ever get in your life, usually, is from a baby. The babies just get to a certain point and they realize, and they depend on you, the love they give you is unconditional. And that comes with the whining, the crying, the keeping you up at night. She wakes me up every night at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'm woken up all night. She climbs in at 2 o'clock. She's insecure. She's got to cuddle with me. She's got to kiss me up, rub her head against me. Then at 3 o'clock, she thinks she's getting fed, and I tell her, wake me up at 4:15, and I'll feed you. 4:15, she wakes me up. She listens. She understands. Teaching her how to read the clock. I even got her to, how many cats you put out your hand and they shake your paw? She shakes my paw. That your cat? Let me see. Aw, that's beautiful. Siamese? Looks like a chocolate point. Siamese cat. I had a Siamese. That is gorgeous. That's beautiful. Those cats are more like one-on-one cats. My friend's got a cat like that. He's big. He's about 18, 20 pounds. Whenever I talk to him on the phone, he comes running to the phone. He loves me. Cats never see me. He loves me. He says I'm the only one of all his friends. I make these noises, and she comes running to the phone. That is beautiful. You know what? They're our best. They're our pet, our pal, our buddies, and our friends. We trade. They're with us. She's right behind me. Look at her. She's beautiful. Take a look. I don't know if you can see her. Let's see. I'm going to make the screen a little larger for a second so you can see this. It's worth looking at. Video. Let's see. Okay, let's take the lock off. If I take the lock off, hold on. All right. See her? Right there, right there. Meow, meow, meow. Take my hand. There you go, baby girl. See? I can pull her tail. I can do anything to her. She just loves when I touch her. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna put you a little bigger today. There you go. There's Grandpa. I am a grandpa. I got 20 between me and my wife. I got 20 grandchildren. But if I leave her, I'm gonna go down to about 4 or 5. It's okay. It is what it is, I got to do what I got to do for me, and I will find out in June. And for the bastard in here who sent me that thing to my thing with my wife's name on it, you know what? God will come to you and get you too. Such an idiot. People do that shit. They're supposed to be my friends. Supposed to be loyal to me. Okay. Oh, Active Trader's here today. So is AK. He's parked in here. He's parked in here and he's parked in his room. Is he still there? Yeah, he is. I'm not parked in his room. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, that's right, I am. He's parked in my room. I'm parked in his. That's funny. It's okay. keep an eye on each other, keep us in check. Okay, here's the new high day coming. What did we say before? What did we say? The higher day was 82. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. You ready? That's how Alex, I know. Cats. Meow. 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 I kiss you up. I kiss you up. I do whatever I want to. There you look at me. You love me so much. There you go. That's my girl. She's so beautiful. I comb her hair every day. I groom her. I use a regular comb. Then I got a special mitt I put on that takes all the top hair off. She loves when I do that. She feels so pretty. I tell her, come on, you want to go to the beauty parlor? We're going to make you pretty. She loves it. Like she's getting off with a vibrator, you know? All over. She just loves it. Cats are cool. They're cool. I like dogs too. I used to raise birds. You know, I haven't mentioned Tesla all day. Tesla hit a new high also, 189.19 today. And right now, Tesla's at 188.16. It's also in a channel. I haven't had to change it. The channel has been the same all day. If I showed you, I haven't touched it. I hate to do this because really what's going to happen now is spies are going to start moving. But if I go into Tesla just to show you what I did earlier, and I have not changed it. This is really fun. I just looked at it and said, you know, I haven't touched it. Look at my lines. My support's a little low, but look, you see this? It's been that way. Look at the channel. All day long, it's been in that channel. So if I really wanted to, I would bring the support, right below the VWAP. So you activate that. I haven't done it all day. So those of you who are watching this, at 187.27, let's see, what do I got here? I'm going to say we're at about 187.75 support on it, and I'm going to leave this at, where is it at? 189. It's probably a little lower. It could be right there at also 75. So let's bring it down a little lower and make this 188.75. So 188.75 and 187.75 for support. There you go. It's perfect. There you go. But all day I left it alone. It's just been there. I really wasn't watching Tesla today. Been watching the SPY religiously. And I could have made a lot of money today, and I did not trade. Kind of made someone a promise I wouldn't trade today, so I'm trying to keep my promise. Oh boy. Got the group. What do you call that? Let's see. Let me just this one real quick. That one's correct. Okay, and then I just do this one. What I do once in a while is I just refresh the page, and sometimes I may lose you for a split second. But since there's a time delay, once I get it back in correctly, you don't even feel it. You don't even know it because the volume stayed. I don't know why, but it does. I redid it. It's perfect. And it changed. It was really good this morning. I had the delay at about 8 seconds, 9:20. So I'm going to try it again right now. So the minute my finger comes up, I did it at 20. It's 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. All right, it came back down a little. We're at 10 seconds. 9 to 10 second delay is acceptable for YouTube. That's what you're seeing. And I'm really, really excited that sometime in May, end of May, at beginning of June, Deck is getting new software that he's making available to us streamers. I don't know what the price is right now, but I've kind of worked something out with him. And there it is, folks. What did I tell you? New higher day? There it is. All right? When Active Trader says it, it happens. That's just the way it is. And what did I tell you? 95? We ain't done. 86? Let's see what happens. Come on. Come on. Jump. So we're gonna put this now. As long as you stay over 75, we are good to go. I'm gonna make this 85. I said 95. Let's see what happens. Bam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Let's see. And I'll tell you what, we may never see that low target today, so I'm going to get rid of it now. I can always put it back. Easy enough to do. I'm going to remove it. The upper one, on the other hand, I think we're going to hit it. So let's see what happens. 9 cents away from my target. 8 cents, 7 cents away from my target. 7 cents. Come on. Let's see it. This is the way we do it here at Tradecaster. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. 90. We really want to see this thing happen. I really want to see it happen. Anybody here in the call? Did anybody jump in? I tried trading or working with my cat laying on the keyboard. It doesn't work that well. No. My cat never, ever walks on my keyboards, my computers, or my desk. The only time she'll tip on my desk on the tip, she'll jump up on my typewriter on the on the right side. I got two printers there for my eBay business. She'll go just to get on the windowsill, and she doesn't even do that. She stays in the kitchen windowsill, right? Because you're a good girl. Because you're a good girl. That's right. Because you're the best. Because you're the best. You're a good girl. I love you. That's right. She's the best. I carry her into the kitchen when I feed her later. Because I love her. She's having a hard time jumping on the bed. I'm worried about her. Something happens to her, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to fall in pieces. Really. You can always get another wife, but the cat, there's just something about the cat, you know? 86. Come on. 91. What did I say? 95. 95. At least I'm going to hit my target. There we go. 2. 92. 92. Come on. Do I hit 93? Because I'll never stay at 93. 92? Wow. And look at this. My time at sales is off. Oh, let me fix that. Ready? Boom. I don't know why it went all the way down there. Boom. There we go. 83, 84, 83. There's your pullback. Right now, 84, 83, 78. If it goes to 78, jump in the call. Jump in the call. Ready? Because it'll go back down to, there it is, 77. I called it. 13 exponential, about 77, 78. I don't know if it'll even get that low, but it's going to pull back. It's going forward, folks. You're going to see 411. You're going to see 411 today. If not, there's going to be a huge pullback, quick and hard. And that's why I always say at 90 to 95, get out. Take your profits. If you're in, take your profits. Take profits when you got them. There's your 92. I cannot believe that. Look at that. So let's move this up. And let's say right now we have a lot of, at 90, 410.90. And there's my upper target. Here we go. 90, 90. Come on. 90, 93. Come on. Do I hit 93? Anybody? All right, let's call it a day. 92. Come on. Don't make a liar out of the active trader. 93. That's never a high on the day. So we got to go to 94, 95. Pull back, slight pullback. Get in. Get in now. You got 10 seconds to make that decision, but get in. Do it. Do it. Pull the trigger. Pull it. If you don't pull the trigger, okay, you're not going to make no money. Scared money makes no money. Right? Scared money don't make no money. That's what they say. Scared money don't make money. If I can make $17,000 a week like I'm making now, how much is that a year? So 17, even 15,000. How much is that? 15,000. I just make an average of 15,000 times even 50 weeks. Oh, it's only $700,000. I want to make $1 million. Oh yeah, you can make 10,000 a week. You got it made. That's $500,000 a year. There's your pullback. Nice pullback. Nice pullback. Even further down. I told you. That's why I told you when you hit 410, 91, 2, 3. I always say get out. Take your profits because you see what's happening here. Now, if you get back in 71, 70, you might get back up there again. Right now, I think we still got a shot. It's early. It's only 2 o'clock. What's your contract now? Has it changed? That's the type of things you need to check. Did the contract change? All right. So you got to look. Here's your SPX. Right there. You got a 41.20 and a 41.15. And I've got, let's see, what did I put in here? 41.20, 41.15. I've got 41.20 and 41.15. Still the same. Still the same contract. And Tesla would be 190 on the call, 187.50 on the put, and the SPY would be 410 on the put and 411 on the call. You got it? I'm not writing it. I'm getting lazy. I'm getting tired. I've been going since what time? What time? did I come in here? I think it was a little after 11 today. 11:16 it says on this one. 11:16 there. All right, so I came in 11:15 today. 12:15, 1:15, 2:15. I started late today because I was waiting for deck to end. So I'm going 3 hours straight, no break, no lunch. You people are mean. You're working too hard. Oop, I got a message. My watch tells me that I got a message on my phone. Probably one of you guys trying to tell me something. Let's see. All right. Yep, one of you people. I won't mention any names. That's insane. Hopefully I'll be down in a week or so. So I'd like to come by and watch you trade. I need to get out of New York soon. Sorry, what I forget about last night. That just came at 2:05. Are you still in the room? Are you still here? Let me see. Yes, she is. I'm not telling you who just text me, but somebody in the room just, got me going. I should put that watch somewhere else because it vibrates. It feels really good. Anyway. Uh-oh. Another message. I didn't mention your name. I know that. I didn't tell anybody. It says that's for you, not everybody. Ooh. No, I didn't tell anybody. I could keep a secret. I can. I won't tell anybody who you are. But that doesn't really matter anyway. There's a lot of you that I talk to, and I never mention my business with you with anybody else. That's just one thing I don't do. The only people I talk about is people like Doc Savage because he doesn't care, and I talk about my friend Cliff because he's a really good friend. He used to be here under C Money. In fact, if you go see the seminar in New York City in 2019, C Money was there. Now, I was here in 2019, but I did not go. He did. He's in the video. He looks like a Marine. He's outside talking and inside, and he talked a lot then. But we're best of friends. He called me this morning. I talked to a lot of people, and they're all younger than me. He says to me, Mike, he goes, you are not a friend. You are family. You know what? He goes, my wife loves you. My cat loves you. That's what I was talking about, Cliff. There are so many people here I've gotten so close to. Here we go, folks. I told you to get in at 41071. I told you to get in. It's going to go right now. We're going to shoot through the stars to reach the moon. You got to get through the clouds. 41093 is not a higher day. It's got to go one more time. It's going to have to be either between, which is 41095, or we've got to hit it one time for 411 and change, and then bam, it's coming back down. That's what I see. How many people see it the same way? Anybody here? Kachupa. Kachupa. I always want to say bless you. You need a tissue? Kachupa. So what do you think, folks? Should I hang up my microphone? Have I gone too far? Am I okay? I must be. There's 80 people here watching me. So, even Deck. Deck here? Yeah, I said 411. I think we'll hit 411. I do. Deck is in here. He's listening. He's getting an education. AK-47's in here. I like listening to him. He's fun. He's a lot of fun. AK and I used to talk up until about a year ago. We used to talk on the phone all the time. I met him in person. I couldn't believe it. I go, what the heck are they feeding you? He's about 6'3", and he's really skinny. And he's another one. He's the same when you meet him. Some people are just different. Deck is the same when you meet him. He's the same all the time. Never gets depressed. Guy can lose $100,000. He goes, it's okay. It's okay. Because it's going to come back. He never gets depressed. He never gets angry. It's good. It's a good way to be. I love his mother. His father's very quiet. His mother, very talkative. Very, very nice. I even met, what's his name? The guy, when you open up the little blue circle, it says Ryan on the top. Either Ryan, R for Ryan, or Deck. I met Ryan. He's a really quiet guy. Smart guy. Very nice people. He's got some good people working for him. People don't know Sean Worrell. He's in the rooms. I don't know if he's here right now. But Sean actually grew up with him. He's not here right now. He used to do in the afternoon. It was a lot of fun. After 4 o'clock, he would do a live stream, and it would compose of his whole day, and he'd go over the day. And it was great. He's a nice guy, man. He's in the music. He's an accountant. He does a lot of good stuff. I really like him. But Sean and and Whirl. What's his name? Sean Whirl? Yeah, I think his name's Sean too. Sean Whirl and Sean Deckmar. They grew up in the same block. They're both from Pennsylvania. So Deck's got a beautiful house. He should stay there. I would love to live there in the winter. He's got a beautiful house. He doesn't need those fancy cars. He should stay with the trucks. Those things will end up killing him. Why is the most recent arrow red? You're gonna have to read up on that because that's part of the Pro. And just to see if I can find it real quick, Squeeze Pro. Let me see. I think I have something here for you. I'll give you. Here's the signals. Here we go. Squeeze Pro, red, black. Here we go. Copy. I'm just gonna give you a little bit on it. All right. You can read up on it. I have a lot more stuff, but if you don't have it, all right. Why is it red? Kachupa. There you go. Why is it? Did I give it to you? There it is. Read that. Squeeze Pro 1. Orange tells you about the orange, the black, and the red. The mid white was just the main one, but that'll give you a little more information. All right. There's a black one too. I don't think it's in here. There's a black. They show red. Oh yeah, red, black, and orange. Red and the white one. I think there might be one more color I've seen. Tan orange one. All right, but there's more stuff. You can go on to if you have the Squeeze Pro. I don't know if you got it from me, but you can go to Google and just Google Think or Swim, Squeeze Pro, and TTM Squeeze, Scalper Alert, and Squeeze Pro. What do the arrows mean? On the Squeeze Pro, on the bottom, you would want to know what the dots mean. See these dots? So, but you can learn. I have all the information. I have videos on that stuff. I mean, once I get it from me, I can send you that stuff. Or you can find it on your own. It's available. If you can think about it, somebody else has already done it, and it's there. Let's see, what else do I got? Here's a copy. Here is videos. This is videos on Squeeze Pro. And probably Scalper Alert. Squeeze Pro. I don't know if this is how many are in there, but you can go in. Where did it go in? Yeah. Just type on that page, and don't leave here now, but you can just save the page. And you can get more. You just go to Google and write Think or Swim, TOS, Scalper Alert Pro, Squeeze Pro, and TTM Squeeze. What's the difference? One versus the other. The old one versus the new one. Is it worth it? Hey, listen, for $100, you'll never get it again. I'm the only one making that available. I could get in trouble. So I'm only going to give out a few more, and that's it. I don't want to get in trouble. Somebody's going to turn me in. So, like it or not, that's it. I make it available because I see a lot of people. And I've gotten rid of about 20 of them already. So you are so pretty. You are so pretty. I love you. You're beautiful. She's on her back right now. Her beautiful stomach is exposed. And she lets me rub her stomach. She lets me rub her. She loves me. Total trust. She sleeps right next to me. She used to sleep next to me and keep a hand on me. So if I moved, she could jump. Not anymore. Now she just knows how I sleep. I'm always conscious of her there. I don't want to hurt her like a baby. You never want to crush your baby. So, I don't know. I still think we're going to hit it eventually, even if it's an after hours. We're going to hit 411 today. If we can hit 411, this thing could run to 412. I don't know if it will. I don't see any news to back it. There is here, if you look in the news, if you look on the bottom here, you can go in the news and bring this up. But the last one says, bullishness remains missing, which is a good thing. I don't know why. Despite media headlines, podcasts, broadcasts, doom and gloom lurks around the corner, investor bullishness has increased markedly since the October lows. This isn't the first time we've had or discussed investor sentiment, which is often wrong on the extremes. There's some good article stuff in here on resisting. One of the hardest things to do is to go against the prevailing bias regarding investing. So a lot of people want to short, but what's happening is we're going up. You can't go against the trend. You're going to lose every time. So as much as I'd like to, and that's what I usually do, is to short a stock or, in essence, to do a put. Right now, it's not a good time to think that way. You've got to go with the flow. So when you get pullbacks to a certain percentage, you get retracement, you know it's going to go forward again, that's when you want to get in. So resisting and thereby achieving success as a contrarian isn't easy. Things combine to make it difficult, including natural herd tendencies and the pain imposed by being out of step, particularly with momentum invariably makes pro-secular actions look correct for a while. So what you might think is what you want to do, because you're comfortable doing that, it's going to be uncomfortable, because if you do what you always do, you're going to lose right now. So don't do it. That's why I'd rather sit back and say, you know what, I'm not going to chase it. But for some of you, you want to do something. If you're going to do it, just make sure you do it right. The idea of building support and resistance, and like this, you can see we're even up a little bit further. Let's take, let's see, what is this? They're not on the same line, are they? Edit price level 2? What the heck is that? How did I get to, oh, that is, no, what is this? I don't know what this is. Price level 2. How did that get in there? It's an accident. Remove price level 1. I must have put it in twice. Yeah, I did. Look at that. It just went in there by accident. Huh. Remove drawing. Okay. And then we can take our support. That's what threw me off. Wow. Threw myself off. We can bring this up here now to about 50. So we can bring this to 410.50. All right. And then we got a very tight margin. We have this at 90. All right. So that's 40 cents. So if you have tight resistance and tight support, and you're pretty much close or correct, then you know that wherever you might be, and let's just take this for a second. This was our, let's activate the drawing here. I'm gonna bring this up to there. Okay, and just bring it like that. Bring it to the bottom of the line. Okay, now that's our trend line, all right? But if you have support and resistance, and you see that right now we're right here, you don't necessarily want to gamble. You may, if you want to gamble, and you're going to gamble that it's going to go up, then make sure you keep a very tight stop loss. Now, if I was to go look at my my call, it's about $4. So if I got 5%, that means a 20-cent move. If it moves 20 cents one way or the other, and I've got 5 contracts, that's $100. I'm willing to lose $100. So right now, I would, if I'm going, I think it's going to go on a call, and it's going to go forward, I'll 5%. So if I jump in at $4 and let's say 50 cents, okay, I got to get out at 4.30, 4.40. If it goes the other way, 20, 30 cents, I got to get out because I don't want to lose more than $100. Right now, I'd be good. See what's starting to happen? Starting to move up. So I was in at 4.50, but I'm still not there yet because the contract just hit 4.50 for a second. I would have broke even. So if I hold on, now it's back to 4.30 at 4.40. Now I'm down. I'd be down right now, and if it goes below the 13, so I might even go a little further. I can go to 10% or 50. Let's say 7%. 7% would put me at 7.5%. Instead of 5 being 20 cents, it would be about 20 and 10. It would be about 30 cents. So I'm widening it a little more, and right now it's at 4.20. If it goes any further down or past this area, I would have to get out and take a quick $100 loss. And then, of course, you know the minute I do that, you know exactly what happens. It comes back up. So that's price of contract. I'm working the percentage off the contract that I'm working on. Whatever contract that may be, the percentage is always based on that contract. So if right now I was in a call, it would look like this, blue, okay? And if I was going to do, and let me get rid of that extra line. I hate that. It just does it every time the contract changes. So let's get rid of this. I don't know why it keeps coming back in there. It shouldn't. And the other one is here, the theatrical price. Here, okay, apply, they're gone. Now, here's my contract. This is the call, okay? See, the price is $265. That's the same contract? $41.20. I can't be. Hold on. That's Tesla. That's not right. I'm sorry. It should be number 5, right? 4, green one. Okay, so here we go. Remember I told you it's $4 and change. That's why I knew it was wrong. So if I'm going to do this on the contract price, what I would be doing is I open this up. I got 5 contracts. I go here. I go with brackets. I take the first check mark off. And then I go in here. And then I take this and I change it to percentage. And then I would go, since I'm doing a call, it would be, if it went the other way, that would be minus, I would want minus 5%. So here, I think that's going to see. There we go. Minus 5% right there. But I can go to minus 7. And I can actually go in here, watch this, and go 5. So it's 7.5%. And I can actually save that now, and I can add this when I buy my contract. So I've got a 7.5%. Or I could do it this way. If it goes up or down, here. Now we're going money, okay? And I say, all right, before it was 4 times 5 is 20. Let's say 30 cents. I can change this and put in here 0.30, I believe. There you go. All right. So if it goes down, it has to be plus or minus. Then it would take me out. I want minus. Let's see. I don't know what that is. That's why I like the other one. There we go. So here's 25. There it goes. Minus 30 cents. So if it goes down 30 cents, that's the stop limit. It's going to take me out. And that's how you set it up with TRG with bracket. You must unclick the first one or it'll stomp you out. Okay? So you don't want the first one. You just want the second one. 5 contracts, plus or minus. It's minus 30. If you're going to do a call, you say minus 30. If you're going to do a put, you go plus 30. That means if it goes, you're betting on a stock going down, but it goes up, then you do the opposite. You with me? Anybody got any questions? So now I've taught you how to do that. And there's other ways to learn how to actually how to set up a stock by buying custom. See, I could buy custom right now with a stop limit. I can open this up. I will buy 5 contracts. I uncheck this, puts the exact price in there. And then I can change it here, and I can put my stop limit, all right, and a limit order, and I can change this. And what I would do is say, okay, remember before I said to you, if it goes down 30 cents, so 30 cents would be $4.70. All right, there's my stop limit. And then I unlock it. There's my 30 cents. It's already in there. Now I can save this. I can confirm and send to do the order, or I can save this. And now I can have it set up in the future to do 5 contracts with a 30-cent base. And you can set it up. Those are called triggers and riggers, okay? I'm not doing it because I got too many in there already. But that's how you set them up. So beforehand, a lot of you try to do it, and then you try to put the stop loss in after. But you know what? Sometimes you're only in a trade 14 seconds. You're not going to be able to do it. So you set them up beforehand. So you go in here, and I go into custom, or buy, sell custom would be if I'm shorting a stock or doing a put, or buy custom. So if I go sell custom, somewhere in here, there's probably one for, here it is, 5 single, sell, there it is, 10% stop loss. This one here, buy 5% stop loss. So I've already got them set up. These were, if I wanted to do, if I put this here, you see the put, sell first, then buy, back. So that's like doing this. I would be doing that says call, but I can also change that and do a put. I can buy a put, change this, and do a put. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy the put, and then I'm going to, but then you don't actually do it that way with this. You buy it and sell it, the put. That's where you do it. But either way, you can set up the stop loss in here. You have to work through all this stuff. I'm not going to do it right now, but there are ways to set up stop losses beforehand. Save them that way in different price ranges. So if you have a contract that's $2, $3, $4, $5, you can actually go more. You can go, instead of 10%, 5%, you can go 10%. If you have a dollar stock, you can go 20%. Okay? So there are ways to set these up where you have them in advance. You just open them up, wait for your price, click. And as long as you're going to do that, you just have to make sure that the auto sends on. If not, when you click, it's going to go like, do you really want to do this? And then you got to click again. The other way is when you get ready to do it, you just put the auto send button on, and then you're ready. And all you do is hit send. All right, did you all learn something there? So now I just showed you how to do stop losses with options, and I showed you how to set up to do an order with a stop loss for options. You may have to go back and watch the video again. I'm not going over it twice. How was that? Let's go back to our stock. Go back to, put us right in the SPY. I know everything I do is color-coded. So for me, I've got many stocks in many places and different places with different setups that I find comfortable for me to use. But I've got many different setups that some of you have used, and I have them already made up, and I can get them to you at another time. I'm not doing it today. But when I work with you one-on-one, I usually make that as part of the deal, and I set you up, okay? I used to do it for free, but I'm not doing it anymore. Whatever I show you here. Whatever I give you here. But on the other hand, my time is worth money, and I found out I'm worth a lot of money. So I used to be $35 an hour, and I will be only to those whose numbers I have already. Anybody else who's one-on-one in the future after April 1st is $50 an hour. And I'm not pushing it, but if I help you, believe me, you'll get more than your money's worth. You always do. Ask Sky Proby. He paid me for 3 hours, and I gave him 5. Okay, and we really work together hard. I don't talk about baseball, football. Anything I talk about on the side that has nothing to do with what we do does not count as time. I'm just letting you know. Okay? When you sit down on this couch and you talk to this shrink, you get your full time. Not 55 minutes, you get your full hour. So, anyway. That's about it. We've had a pretty good day. I'm going to go to 3 o'clock. I'm hoping Deck's going to be back at 3. All right? It's been a quiet day, pretty much. And that's why I find it easier to go through some lessons and put some stuff in there that you can use. There's a lot of good information out there. You know what? You can go into a place like this. I've told you before, and all these are tools. Everything in here is a tool. You could go anywhere. Forget the shared. That's all part of the program for the TTM. I don't know what TTM Porsche is, but I can learn. I can take this right here. It says shared TTM Porsche, and I go into Google and I put in. I'm going to put it in just to see what the heck comes up, right? Just to show you. I'm gonna actually do it for you, and then I'm gonna bring it in there to show you. Okay, what is TTM shared Porsche? P-O-R-S. Where did I say it? S-C-H-E-T-O-S. I want to write in Think or Swim. Let's see what comes up. Right? Here we go. Show me results for TTM Porsche Think or Swim. It's an indicator. Technicals for option traders. Okay. Oh, look at that. Boy, out of all the things I should pull up, look what just came up. That's amazing. So hold on, give me a second. It's part of the TTM Squeeze indicator. Wow, I didn't even know that. The Porsche is part of the indicator, and it's for options. It's a relationship between Bollinger Bands. Holy crap! I should start using that. Here's what it said. Hold on. It's between Bollinger Bands. Oh, and Kelder channels, to help identify consolidations and signals. So I can actually go in here now, and I can go to this Porsche. I don't know which one, but let's just take the first one. I use this one on another one. Let's see. I go here, and I go, I'll try one after the other. I put it in there. There it is on the bottom. I apply it, put it in there, and there it is. It disappeared because I got too much stuff in there. There it is. Very similar to this. Look at the Porsche. And you can learn how to use it and how it works. All right. For me, I like this, the Squeeze Pro. So I'm going to continue to use that. But I'm just telling you, there's so many tools in there that you just need to learn how to use those tools. And then when you find something that really works for you, stick with it. You don't need 100 different tools. But I will tell you this. If you bought the Pro, Squeeze Pro, which I give you, this is what you get. You get all those programs. Anything that says shared, it comes under shared. S-H-A-R-E-D. Now, I'm only using 2 out of there. Oh, I didn't put it in. S-H, why is it going in? Oh, wrong computer. S-H-A-R-D. All right, this is the whole program. Anything from here, see, and I only use in here, I use this. Squeeze Pro, I use the Squeeze Pro, and I use, there's 2 of them. I use 2 of them, this one here and this one here. And then the 2 I get for free, which is the TTM Squeeze. Somewhere in here, TTM, Scalper Alert, that's it. Scalper Alert and the Squeeze Pro, and then the shared Squeeze Pro. That's it. But there's so many more tools in here I haven't even checked out yet. But if you had time, you go check these things out, and you will find out that you have a lot going for you. When you find what works for you, you stick with it. That's all I'm going to tell you. You stick with it. Thank you, Adrian. Yes, he did. I got it through him. So you can either get it through me or get it through him. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's $100. He'd be more than happy to help you and walk you through it also. Okay? More than happy to have Adrian do it. He's also a moderator in this room, and he's also my longest and oldest friend in Tradecaster. He was the first phone call that I ever made to somebody in Tradecaster to help them, and we ended up helping each other. He's got a full-time job, so I ended up the moderator for Deck. Not that he couldn't have done it, he just doesn't have the time. Right? But if he sends me one more nasty letter like he sent me the other day, I'm going to have to kick him in the ass. Even though he's 6'3" and 240 pounds, it's going to be tough, but they fall down harder anyway. You know, the bigger they are. And there's the new higher date, folks. Look. Oh my God. What does it say? 410.95. What did Active Traders say? What does it say here, folks? Upper target. What does it say? Ready? 410.95. Did I call it? I did it again. That's all I'm going to say. I'm the active trader, and this is my world. And welcome to my bedroom. You met the cat. Maybe one day you'll meet the wife. But I'm telling you, did I not call the 41095 or what? That's another time. Okay? When I call them, they happen. When I trade them and play them, they don't happen. I don't know what's going on. But when I call it and alert you guys, and there we go. And I told you 411, there it is. I told you we'd hit 411. But if we don't hit high of 411.20, if we hit past 411.25, we're going to 412 in after hours today. It's moving. It's starting to move. So anybody who listened to me and did the call and stuck with it is making money. That's all I can tell you. And it happens every time at the Active Trader because we do it right here. Look at this thing go, huh? And where would be the next? I'm not even going to put it in because if it doesn't happen, and every time I do, it does. But the next one would be, you know, if we edited it up, would be 411. I'm going to say, believe it or not, 35. Okay. That would be our upper target at this point, even though 25 is the next leg up. So you can see it sat there. I love it that it sat there at 410.95 and it sat there. And that was the call before it went over. And I said it would hit 411 today. I did say that, right? You can go back on the tape and listen to it. Thank you, Reiner Cinamento. If you were here last week, I called 5 for 5 last week. You know, 411.10 is a number. It's an even number. So if this thing pulls back, be careful. All right. So we got a lot of resistance right there at 411.10. Right. So we got 411.10. Let's put that there right now. 411 and 10 cents will be resistance at this point. Okay. So we're going to say now we've got support. Okay. Right below the 13. It's going to bring us right about there at about 410.85. If I got that perfectly, I'm going to leave it. Let's see, what do I got? 410.84, make it 5. All right, it could be 75. I could bring it down a little lower. It'll give us a little more of a channel. So now we're talking from 25, 35 cents, but we're at the top of the channel, which means we're still moving up, okay? And as far as this, let's move this, boom, and move it that way. I have a feeling this thing moved. Why do I feel like it moved? Let me just see. Let me just check something real quick. Actually, I just put it into 5 minute. It'll tell me. Nope, it did stay. I saw it. It stayed. That's good. Right there. That's where I want it. So right there, that's on a 5 minute. You can see where we're at. On a 5 minute, I have to adjust this there. 411.12, even number. If we get past that 411 and 25 cents, there's a good chance that we can go after hours with 412. And that could line us up tomorrow for a bullish move. So I don't know why we could be headed for 415. I just don't see why. President of the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, what's he got to say? And that's at 219, so I missed it. That's probably what I had it going. Goolsby says, feels like job market is cooling. Cooling what? Cooling its tools? Cooling its jets? Is cooling a bit. Yeah, it came back a little bit. The feds don't set regulatory policy. We just go back. Something about Washington tells us on banking regulation and supervision. The president of the Federal Reserve. We just do what they set for us, and that's the problem. They probably need a little bit more regulation so they don't cook the books as much as they do, and then they get caught with their pants down. They got to get bought out, or people lose a lot of money. And we're not going to stand for it. The Federal Reserve, which would have to come up with a lot of money for the reserve, especially to individuals. You know, that's why you don't keep more than 200,000, 250,000 in any single account. But there's a lot of business accounts. Look what happens to SV Bank. Look what happened to Swiss Bank, which you'd never think would happen. Swiss Bank, okay? Which did get bought out by another bank in Switzerland. All right, so another Swiss bank did buy it out. So right now, banks are being bought out by other banks, which is the way it should be, and the government should not be bailing them out, because the truth is, we cannot afford to print up any more money. The more money we print up, the more of a recession we're headed towards. And when the bottom falls out, and it will, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I see the next quarter that we're in right now, by the end of this quarter, I think it's going to tell a lot where we're headed. And it's not in a good place. Definitely not a good place. And I think a lot of you would agree with me. So here we got a little pullback to 410.94. We had 4, 11, 12, which is a good high of the day. It's an even number. So if it doesn't push again, we could have a nice pullback. There's a lot of room for it to drop all the ways back. You ready for this? All the ways back down to the VWAP at 409.75, somewhere in that area, or even as far back as beginning of the day at about 408.95, somewhere around there. 409. Okay, we could fall back all the ways to there. It's about $2 because we've risen. But you see, look at the day. Look at this day. That's on a 5-minute. But if you look at this on let's go to 3-minute. All right, look at the direction of this thing. All right, when we finally came down a little bit today, right there, that was our bottom. That's where we're at now. You can see it's been up, but it's not a very heavy. Even if I push it that way, it's not really that big. And we did go $2 today. So from bottom to top, and that's how much we could fall. So you got to be very careful. And I could build another line. I see the first line is still there, but I took it out. Let's see if I activate it and I take this. Hold on, and I'm gonna bring this watch to here, and that's the 412. 11, 10. That's close enough. Let's say. Oh shit. Edit. Trend line. Hold on. 4, 11, 12, 11. Let's leave it at 11. Just leave it there. Okay. Then you'll see what's going to happen. If we extend this to the right now, just extend it to the right. You'll see what's happening here. We are still squeezing. And which direction are we squeezing, folks? We still are holding this bottom trend line. So though it might have moved a little bit on the 3-minute and the 5-minute, and if I activate it down, watch what happens, okay? If I bring it down a little bit to there. What it shows us is the squeeze is still going to happen. It's still squeezing up. And that's why I personally believe if we can push this past, we're still safe. We can push this back over to 411, hold it, and get over 411.25. We could see 412 in the after hours. Anybody see that? Agree with me or disagree with me? You're entitled to your opinion. Okay? That's just what I see. But also in the same time, if we can't hold, there's a lot of resistance just over 411. Now, the fact that we hit 411.12 showed we had a little bit more strength, but we both know that the volume is low. So let's go back to a 1 minute for a second, okay? Because we already know we're still moving up, all right? That's the important part. We know direction. No matter what chart we go, whether it's 15 minutes, 1 hour, it's going to show up. This pullback's in between. We keep pulling back to go forward. We pull back to go forward. We pull back to go where? Go forward. So we know, and we keep going below the 13, below the 13. A lot of times below the 13 to move forward. So it's safe to say one of these times it may drop like a bomb, but until then, we're still going to move forward. You know, a lot of times we used to think of power hour at 3 o'clock as the time when everything took off and went crazy. Adrian will tell you about 2 years ago, we kept waiting every day about 5 or 10 minutes before power hour. It kept dropping. Every good stock just dropped like a bomb. And it happened for months. And it's like we were confused. We were losing our ass. We were getting really roped in. And it made no sense, but it kept happening until we finally got caught on. And that's manipulation. Depending on the stocks and the amount of people in it, there's a lot of people that are manipulating those stocks. And if you don't think like they do, and you don't want to think out of the box, it's not a bad point that a stock is heavily manipulated. It's a bad point if you don't know it. And if you don't know it, then you don't know which way it's really going. So you got to learn to start to think out of the box. You got to learn to start to think like a billionaire and a multimillionaire. What would they do? What are they trying to achieve? So they want to bring it up to a certain point, to bring it down with a market order out, to take all your stop losses. They collect them. Remember what it says, okay? Just remember what Warren Buffett says, okay? And it applies in all these instances, all right? Warren Buffett says that the internet, stock market, all right, is made up. It's a device for transferring money from the impatient people to the patient people. So I'm going to tell you, especially you new people and you new traders, you better learn to be patient. But you also better learn to put stop losses. And you got to also remember, you're going to lose. So in order for you to ever become a good winner, you're going to have to be a good loser. So I hope you're prepared for that. Pretty much that's the day. It's 239. I've given you a lot of really good information. I still think it's going to go. I'm not going for it. I did not trade today. I could have. I called them for you guys, and I was right on the mark. So that's what I try to do. I didn't call a lot today. I gave you some good lesson. I don't know what else I can tell you. I do too. You know what? But if it gets past that point, we got 412, Scott. If not, you know what? I don't know. I thought that we were going to have a lot of resistance at 410.50. I really didn't think we get to 411. So to get to 411.12, and here we go again, 411 plus. If we can get over that mark, I see 412. I don't know why. I don't see anything or any real news to substantiate it, but it's happening. What's the reasoning? You missed a good dinner last night. I made a Cornish hen, stuffed Cornish hen with corn on the cob and asparagus. Beautiful. What a dinner. I can cook, let me tell you. I'm going to make any woman a great husband. Let's see. Cooked ideas. Come on. No leftovers either. We ate the whole damn thing. My wife and I split it. We both had half a Cornish hen each. That's all you really want. You eat half, but stuffed. Oh my God, what a great meal. I left room for my creamsicle. It's made out of yogurt. I love these yogurt creamsicles. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, it opened up. That was quick. All right, let's see real quick. Let's see if we can get it in there. Nice. Nice, nice. Why is that thing open? All right, that should be closed. And the mail. Let's see. The mail should be closed. FHA Andrea's from Pizza Quest. No subject. What was this? That was staking. Okay. Got that. Got it. Let me close this up. Let me close that up. Should have been open still. Okay. Last night's dinner. You ready? Last night's dinner. Come on. Oh, I lost you guys in here. Wow. Still got you there. Let's see. OG. Okay. Keep losing it. Let's see. Desktop. Last night's dinner. Stuffed Cornish hen, corn on the cob. There you go. Is that beautiful? Is that a beautiful dinner? Huh? It was delicious. I know how to spice them just right. Stuffed. I stuff it. I make the greatest stuffing. Raisins. You see there's raisins in the stuffing. You gotta add raisins. You can't just take it out of the box. You don't have to put any more spices in it. Man, you spice the... I put oil. I used vinegar. I used extra virgin oil and mixed all my spices into it and rubbed it onto this bird. This bird was beautiful. They're small. They're small in the package, but they open up a little, like this big. It's a small hen. Once you eat a Cornish hen, you will never eat a chicken again. This is so much better. Healthier, too. Okay, that's enough for dinner. Tonight, I think I'm going to eat leftover pizza from yesterday. I made pizza on Sunday. So the pizza's delicious. Oh, my God. My pizza is to die for. I make the best pizza, too. Ha! Love to cook. I don't know what's wrong with me. Most men don't like cooking. I don't want to be a chef for anybody else, but I just love cooking for myself. I watch all the shows. I used to, anyway. Let's see, where are we at here? Let's see. Here we go. This ain't the... Yeah, this might be one of the last... Oh, yeah, this is pretty. This one's a good pizza. That was my pizza. There's one of my pizzas. That's a 15-inch round. Very professional. Around the crust, I stuffed the crust. I cook cheese, beautiful cheese, into the crust. Make it round, and it gives it the flavor. The cheese melts into the crust, and when you bite into it, yummy, yummy, yummy. I should make breadsticks like that, and then the marinara sauce just to dip it in. Oh my God, so easy to make. I make about probably a pizza a week. 194 pounds to prove it. I started at 172. I've added 20 pounds I can't take off. Look at this thing going up and down, but we're holding 411 right now, but we're moving up. So every time it comes back down now, it's holding higher. So we are building higher lows here, folks, and that means that's sausage, by the way. That's smoked sausage. Really good stuff. Last night's pizza, I think I took a picture. I'd have to send it to you. That's not last night's. I put 3 different types of pepper. Yellow pepper, no green pepper. Yellow, red, and orange. Beautiful. Artichokes, black olives. Special type of spice that I put on it. It's made 4 pizzas. Look at this thing. Still holding at 411.01. Anybody getting hungry after I put that up there? It's your fault. You didn't let me go to lunch. What did I do? Yes, you did. What did I do? I called it. I'm the active trader. And you, too, can be an active trader. You know, one day I used to be called Scooter Pie. When I first started with Deck, I was Scooter Pie 64, then Scooter Pie 65, and then I became a moderator. I said, nah, it's not a professional name for a moderator. So I'm looking through, and one day I look at this, and it goes the active trader. I go, active trader, what a great name. So I check in Deck's room, and nobody had it. And now I've got a name on the internet with almost 100 and how many videos I got? 156 videos under Mr. Scooter Pie 444. Anybody who wants to go watch some of my videos, just watch the ones. Let's see. This is the active trader videos. You got a whole library for free that you can watch my videos. So you can see they're in there right there. There's 156 videos, but go back as far as November. I wouldn't go any further back than November, this past November, and start with anything that's over 500-600 views. Some of them I got 1,300, 1,500 views. It's amazing, but those were better videos. There were some really good lessons in there, and obviously they took off and people watched them multiple times. There's one or two in November. I remember teaching then, and I always say I gotta go watch that video again. I remember that day, and I kept saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's me talking. I can't believe what I'm teaching. I can't believe what I just said. I got to go back and get educated." It just started to pour out of me. It's just like I went on a flow for like 3 hours straight doing a lesson, and it was incredible. It really was. I'm not just saying because it's me. I'm not looking for ego attention. Ego to me is like edging God out. But it was just so good. I want to watch it myself maybe. Because, you know, you got to say things a lot sometimes over and over to really believe it. And I think the things that I say and what I do, I believe it. I really do. And it works for me. It works, and I make money doing it. So I'm hoping, and I know a lot of you have told me, that I put things into perspective in a way that you can understand it. And that's the important part. If you can understand this, get something out of it, and make money. I got new people coming here all the time. They go, "Man, I played your alerts. I made 900. I made 1,500. I think, I hate you bastards. I made $200-300 just because I'm teaching you guys. I can't always trade while I'm doing it. I need to concentrate. That's why a lot of times I don't come in until 10:30, 11. I can trade that first hour and a half by myself. But when Deck goes live with that new software, and that new software is in here, like Webinato is for his room, and a lot of you don't even use it because you don't realize there's a 10-second delay from the time I talk to you to the time you hear it. But in Deck's room, if you use Webinato, because he pays over $1,000 a month for that, a lot. So he's getting a software that we can all use, hopefully, in, look at this thing holding at 411. It's holding 411. And it's also holding, this is the 13. You see the cloud? The bottom of the cloud is your 9-day. The top is the 21-day. It's holding right at the 13 exponential, okay? So if it can hold here and keep holding, one of two things is going to happen. It's finally going to, just watch at 3 o'clock, go boom and shoot up, or it's going to drop like a bomb. So you got to be ready. If you're in here, I would have at least about a 20-cent stop loss. It could do anything. Right now, I'm still more figuring forward. If you look at this thing real quick, this is on a 1 minute. And if you look at the bottom here, what do you see? Lower shadow, okay? Lower shadow. But you see a lot of upper shadows too. But on this one here, lower shadow, which means reversal up. Okay? So let's see. And I don't have any arrows, but what's happening? Green, orange, back to green. Green, orange, back to green, back to orange, back to green. You got to watch. As long as we do this, we're holding. We can't get past this point. This is amazing. There is so much. I'm actually too high. All right. This resistance, it should be a lot lower. What do I have it on? 10 cents? Yeah. Look at that. 10 cents. And that's still too high. Let's go to 5 cents. That's where we're at right now. Bingo. That's where we're at. Straight across. See on the bottom. We just built it up a few more pennies. Okay? And then, of course, I don't know how the support got so low. It looks lower than it really is. It's not. It's 75. Now I'm going to bring it up right below here to, see, where am I going to bring it to? Right to it? It's only pennies away. Let's bring it to 90 cents. Okay? There's 92. We are so close. We're only right now 15 cents. That's only 15 cents. And here's your pullback. You see, 1, 2, 3, back down. 1, 2, 3, boom, go back up. So let's see, we pulled out. That's the first time. Exactly where I just put this to 90. I was going to do 95. I didn't want to put it so close. But look what it just did. So you can't. I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. At this point, we could predict certain things that it might happen, and sometimes they do. We got lucky. I called it on that upper, and did I take that other upper away? If I didn't, I'm going to. All right, because when I leave, I don't know where it's going to be tomorrow, and they stay there forever. Okay, the other ones I can find. These two, I only leave these two and these two. Sometimes I just get rid of these two, and I just keep my support and resistance. You got to remember the 6. I've come up with this. What I say is the 6 most important things in stock trading. Okay, and I'm going to put that out on the board for you right now. Also, if you forget it, it's always in my alert section. I keep putting it in there. There's another one with 5 more. And let's see if I can get it here real quick. And I'm going to put this in for you. Here we go, talk. And let's go here. Right there. So remember, support, most important elements in trading a stock. One is support. You have to know the support of a stock. Look where we're at now. We keep pulling down. We're holding our support at 410.90. We might come down lower, but for right now. Then resistance. It's easier for me to call resistance and play a stock back down than it is to call the support and then play it up. So you don't know where the resistance is going to be. But you do. You know better where the resistance is going to be than you do for support sometimes. But also, old resistance, new support, new resistance, old support. Also, you got timing. Timing is, I look at it, I know what I got to do. Like right now, if I was going to do something, I'd probably do a call, but I'm not doing anything. But if I did that, I can't think about it. I just got to do it. And I think it's going to go up. We'll see what happens, right or wrong. Okay? But you got to do it. Sometimes the timing is something that's very important. It's everything. Knowing support, knowing resistance, having the right time. Trend or direction. Knowing the trend. Do not fight the trend of a stock. Right now, look at the trend here. What do we have? We have a stock that's been moving up, down. And every time it gets up, look across. It's putting higher lows, higher the day. How many higher the days did we get? 1, 2, 3. Okay, a couple of them, 1, 2, 3. But really, like we keep getting new higher days. Here we got the pullback. Remember, I told you we could pull back lower. I think, truthfully, we got to look down as low as right now. It's 85. I'm going to say 75. It's going to be real low, but that's really what your next step down is 75. If it was anything else, then, and here's our trend. So if it's our trend, I'm going to say, you know what? If it holds my trend, then it's not going to be 75. It's going to be 85 because that's where the trend meets it right there. You see? The trend meets it right there at 85. If we can hold the trend, we've been holding it. If we can hold it, we'll come back up one more time. If not, it's going to drop really fast and hard. But again, we are 7 minutes away from, what do you call it? Let's see. He's gone. Gone. Comes for an hour. AK. I love the guy. All right. Deck. He was in today. I don't know. He's got to be coming back. All right. 3 o'clock. All right. Let me ask him. All right. Let's see if we got the message. All right. He'll let me know in a second. I think he is. I think he's coming back at 3 o'clock. I don't think I saw anything in here that says. Yeah. Oh, live trading commentary starts back at 3. Okay. Thank you. I don't need that. I see it now. Okay. Just take that off. All right. So Deck will be back at 3. I'm going off at 3. So that's going to be Power Hour. And I've given you a lot of my time today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope some of you made some money. Any questions? I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I am live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The exact time, I leave it up to usually when Kush leaves, I come back in, okay? Let me just see something real quick. This, and I will put this up there, which tells you that in 5 minutes, power hour is at 3 o'clock, okay? You see it's still trying to hold here. You see this? We just had 1, 2, 3, which tells me it's going to reverse up. But we got them both ways, but larger on the bottom. I think we still have a chance of going back up. But remember, you got to think like the millionaire, the multimillionaire. What is he thinking? Is he tired? Is he tired of trying to push it up? He can make more money now going down and take you with him. And take everybody's got those stop limits in there, those stop losses. He can go right through them and make money right now. That's what they do. So imagine if you got $40 million worth of a stock or $30 million worth of a stock, you can make yourself a quick $100,000 in minutes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes when you have a lot of money. And this girl that I trade with every night, she makes $100,000 to $300,000. The other night she did a $550,000 wager. I was supposed to do 55. I chickened out. It came in. She won $397,000. I think she won on that trade. Or 550, she won $497.50. $497,000 she won. She was down. She was losing about $100,000 that night. I was down about $10,000, and that would have put me up to like $180,000. Instead, I lost $16,000 that night because I got stupid and I got scared and I walked away a loser. That was the only time since I've started with her that I ever lost, and I came back the next 2 times and I've made back the $16,000. So now I listen to her. When she says jump, I say how high. But I got scared, and I told her we need to sit down and get some rules between us. Like when you tell me certain things and you're wrong or you're off or you put it incorrect, what am I supposed to do? What should I do? So we need to set some rules down. I've never sat down with her. I can't wait till I do because I'm going to bite her, you know? She's gorgeous. You'd bite her too. What can I do? Just think on the same line. And is she trying to talk to me? I don't hear the thing. So I have a meeting later on. I'll look for you after it's over. Okay, honey, I look forward to it. Just let me know when your meeting is so I'll know what time approximately we're going to trade. I'll make a quick dinner tonight. There you go. That was a 212, so I missed her. She's got a meeting right now. She works, so she helps me. Can we meet her? Actually, no. No. Did you see what she looked like? Did you see her? I put her on the board before so you could look. It was in this board, I think. She's absolutely a knockout, okay? And she's mine. She is mine. That's it. Can you meet her? Never. You're never going to see her. See, she stuck her tongue at me. That was her. All right? She's 42 years old. That's my girl. That's all you got. You just get a little look. That's all I can give you. No, you get to trade with me. She teaches me. I teach you. You get no part of her. I get all of her. Every part of her. Because she's become part of me. And that's just the way it is. I can't help myself. She makes me happy. Let's see. We're going to bring this down to 4. Oh, no, that's the... All right, what I'm going to do, all right, I'm going to let it run for a little bit, but you got, these are my trend lines. I really only need my support and resistance at this point, so I'm going to remove these drawings here so they're not there tomorrow. I'll make new ones. I make new ones every day, but I will leave the support and resistance for right now. Bring that down. Let's see. I think that's my whole thing chart right there. So you can see right now, I've got this at 411.05. We're so close. I cannot change it. We're at 410.97. This is not a lot of room. This thing can run. Yeah, she's a keeper. She's smart. She's super smart. And I can talk to her about anything. Doesn't matter what it has to do with, whether it's what's going on in the world. Even if I come down on China and I talk about what China's doing, and I make her understand certain things. She doesn't watch the news. She's open. She's a great cook. She thinks she's a better cook than I am. So between the two of us, wow. Let me tell you something. I told her, I'll stay home, I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll moderate like I'm doing for Tradecaster. And she's got over 5 mil, so that I know of. She may have more than that. She makes so much money. So I'm gonna, enjoy the life. Can you talk about it? Jesus, absolutely. I absolutely will bring her to the Lord. You know why? Because the Lord is in me, and anybody who comes into my life will come into the life of the Lord. And here we go, folks. 41098. And I always appreciate when you bring it up, Adrian, because you know what I believe. I am Jewish by birth, and I believe in Jesus. But his real name is Yeshua. Yeshua HaMashiach, because there is no J in the Hebrew alphabet. His name was Joseph or Yeshua. That was Jesus' real name. For those of you that don't know, your own God. My cat is sleeping. You sound asleep here. Good girl. You're so good. You're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Yes, you are. Just lay down. You're good. Love you. Okay. All right. Boy, we got quiet here. And it's 3:01. So with this, folks, let's see. Is he back? I don't see him. He's always late. He's always late. Here he comes. All right. Deck is now back. Yes, Joseph, that is correct. I want to let me turn this off. I'm hearing background noises. He'll be in a second. And I want to thank everybody for your support. And I will see all of you tomorrow around the same time. Listen, if you have not signed up, please remember to go into the lobby, into Tradecaster. I see that 2 people have unsubscribed. I started with 661, and now I've got 2 less. So if you subscribe today, you might have made a mistake. Go back in the lobby and subscribe, please. So I don't want to go backwards. Take me forward, please. So somebody unsubscribed, probably Adrian. He does that to me. And there's your pullback, and that's about it, folks. There's your pullback. Right now, you're probably going to be in a put for the rest of the day. So let's activate this down, bring it to 50. We're already there, 75. Activate it. Let's edit it. So we're right there at about 75 is now your support. And I'm still going to leave. I'm going to take away the 05. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring it to 411. And again, if you unsubscribed, please go back in there and subscribe. All right. I started with 461 and I lost 2. And Deck is now live. All right, guys. I want to thank you all. I'm the Active Trader. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.